There they go. Certified. Michael B. Jordan, foundational Black American. And you got all these damn tethers out here trying to make him one of them. You see what happens when you do not gatekeep. You see what happens when you give these people an inch. They take a fleer mile. But guess what, family? Today on this broadcast, you got the number one activist in the building, and we about to shut all that down. Certified, foundational, Black American style. Let's go to work. Free Hugh.
Black Alpha Network. Home of Black excellence. Power to the people.
Uh-oh. There they go. They in trouble. Certified foundational Black Americans. FBA. Certified Black Society. Black Alpha Network. Number one chat in the building. We all in here at the same exact time, at the same exact minute, the same exact moment. So what that means? There's going to be a hell of a lot of tethers getting G-checked. There's going to be a hell of a lot of tethers running. And there's going to be a hell of a lot of regulators. And regulators mount up. Where we got? We got Pittsburgh, we got Michigan, Chicago in the building. I see the 504. What's happening, baby? I already see Detroit, 313. I know what it is. Another Chicago, Midwest, well represented in here. Be more, well represented. Dallas is up in here. I see the whole El Paso. I see OKC. I love OKC. I see KC Mo. I love KC Mo. I love Connecticut. Yes, indeed, it's game day. And we in here, fam. Brooklyn in the building. The 804's in the building. Another Louisiana. Another VA. Trenton, New Jersey. Another Carolina, another Kansas City, Seattle, Alabama's in here, LA, Kansas 404, Chi-Town 315, another Connecticut, Atlanta's in here, Brooklyn's in here, South Carolina, Fort Lauderdale, Harrisburg, Memphis 901, Dallas, and New Jersey. And they ain't worthy. You heard me. Black Alpha Network. Family, these damn tethers is so damn bad, so damn broken. I mean, I could go in, or we can just take it straight to the goddamn streets, family. Let's go to work, do it how we do, certified style. Y'all, look at your screen. This is what they do when they want to be like us.
Lovers, it's a good time to be alive. Happy Ghana Month as we continue to celebrate our dear country. Let me remind you that we continue to excel in the international front. Yeah, Ghana made a cameo at the Oscars last night because Michael B. Jordan's dad flew all the way from Ghana just in time to make it for his son's first Oscar win for Best Actor. Michael made sure he let us know. Heard that? Now, I know Michael's dad was in Ghana to make sure the house is ready for the bigger celebration because it's Ghana, people. It's peace.
It's fleer people. It's tether people. It's they not like us people. It's sinners people. And ain't none of them people like us. Family, they out there having full-fledged, full-range celebrations over somebody who ain't even from where they from. These people are now trying to say that Michael B. Jordan is Ghanaian. Damn. So when we tell everybody they trying to destiny swap, it's real. When we tell everybody it's always, we's all black brother, oh, it's real. But let me tell you what's even more real, the shutdown. Family, while we over here handling our foundational Black American business, they over there celebrating a Black American who ain't African. These
Peaceful, and the people are just lovely. So back to the Oscars. Here is a full speech by Michael Yao Jordan.
No. And by the way, what the hell is that guy doing on screen? He a little happy, ain't he? A little too happy for me. Family, that's just the jump off. That's just the beginning. That right there is the very start off of what we're talking about. On this broadcast, we're going to go all the way down the line. Family, the centers are out, okay? Shout out to Michael B. Jordan. Shout out to Ryan Coogler. Shout out to all the foundational Black American brothers and sisters who stand on Linea's business. But family, while we stand on Linea's business, these people want to stand in our spot. And I'm going to show you right now, they are all across the globe trying to claim centers, trying to claim Ryan Coogler, and trying to claim Michael B. Jordan. Let me show y'all some of the screenshots we got. Y'all look right now at Mrs. Taco Truck. Mrs. Taco Truck, she says that Michael B. Jordan is an honorary Latino. Really though? Goddamn. Oh no, we're not done, family. No. We got even more where that came from. What about Mrs. Forehead? She's running around saying that he is from Ghana. Family, they got whole news publications. I ain't making it up. Look at that right there. Michael B. Jordan, and he celebrates with his Ghanaian father. They ain't run no background checks. They ain't came up with nothing. They just straight up assumed it, y'all. Look at this, fam. This is what they doing. This is what they doing, fam. No shame. No shame, y'all, at all. You see these people trying to run with our stuff? You see your screen right there? Family, do you know an African publication is running around here with that picture, trying to say that picture represents them? And what about this guy right here? You see that right there, family? Black History, FBA, and me? What the hell FBA got to do with you, Mr. Mutombo? Oh, yeah. Family, not only are we going to break it all the way down, I'm going to go all the way down the line, and I'm going to show everybody how every single community that you can think of is running around here right now trying to claim that they're Black Americans. How come everybody want to be a Black American, family? How come these people trying to steal our culture? They're going to try to use centers. They're going to try to use Michael B. Jordan the same way they try to use everything so they can get in on what we got. Because remember, y'all, the difference is FBA, we build, they steal. And the stealing, the theft, the thievery will not go down, not up in here. Hell to the no. So we're going to break it all the way down. Fam, when I tell you the taco trucks will be here. Shout out to my brother Black Truth. He calls them the teriyaki tethers. I love that. They going to be up in here. You're going to see the mayo mics, and you're going to see all of the fleers, hoppers, skippers, and jumpers, and how they all want to be just like us. Y'all enjoy the broadcast, and make sure you share this right now. Family, look at this lady. She lets it be known Michael B. Jordan is hers. Watch.
I'm sorry, but did I hear it right? Michael B. Jordan is Ghanaian. Oh, Oscar Nabel Abokrom. We have finally won an Oscar. Because did you guys hear it? He said, my father just came back from Ghana. Oh, Ghana for you, Mate. We have all won the Oscars. Michael B. Jordan, come home, Mate. We miss you. Come back to Ghana with you and your father. Thank you.
Come back to Ghana? What you mean? Fam, look at this. No shame. No shame, fam. All they do is run around here and just act like they us. This woman is throwing a whole goddamn parade. I showed you the news broadcast. Who the hell is we? Who the hell is us? Because y'all are not like us. So try another one. Because this right here ain't working. Oh, it gets worse. Fam, I got about 1,500 of these. And they all are trying to claim Michael B. Jordan as their own.
Michael Akwesi Jordan. Hey. We are ready. Come home, Papa. Come home. Ghana is waiting for you. His dad flew all the way from. I know what his dad was doing in Ghana. Looking for dances.
Hey. Oh no, fam. I know we've been talking about Remick and them centers. Has anybody brought up the Mutombo centers? Look at this.
Hey.
Fam, keep the doors closed, because the moment you think they open, you're going to see Milk Dud Mutombo and Mrs. Milk Dud Mutombo, and they're going to be like this. Looking for
Hey. He was probably pounding fufu in Ghana. Oh, Michael Kweku Jordan, come home, Mate. Papa, we love you so much. Oh, we love you.
There you go, fam. Oh, man, we coming in hot. Oh, man, we on one. Yeah, let's go, let's go, let's go. Family, this is what we talking about. See, we've been on it the whole damn time. We've been telling everybody that these people want to destiny swap with us. They want to take foundational Black Americans and erase us and replace us with Mrs. Milk Dud Mutombo. Fam, there's no shame in it either. See, anybody who thinks that shame will make them stop, you got your mind effed up. Shame don't mean nothing to them, fam. I mean, look at their homelands. Anybody who comes from an S-hole homeland, they have no shame. None at all. And then if you from the S-hole homeland and you don't talk about the S-hole homeland, then I know your shame is out the door. And family, we in the dough and we in the house. Oh, by the way, whoever was rushing me saying, where Black Alpha at? Black Alpha right here. You hold your damn horses. Because when we set the flame, fam, we setting the flame. I'm in here. I'm in the building. The whole team's in the building. You wait and you watch us slow burn because we're going to turn it all the way up. We move only for each other. FBA. Remember that. Fam, and I ain't done because we don't hide and we don't run. We out here and we on one. You know, a party ain't a party if we don't come. Look at your screen, family. Look at your screen. Look at this right here, fam. They out there making whole tweets and posts and everything, and they straight up claiming Michael B. Jordan. There you go, fam. There it is. Look at this, y'all. Win for Ghana? How in the hell this a win for Ghana when he ain't from Ghana? How in the hell you gonna try to say that this is all about Africa? This is all about America. Family, we can't do anything without these people all in our building and just trying to take what's ours. They don't even give a damn. They just coming out the gate with it, fam. But guess what? For every time they come out the gate with that, we gonna come out the gate with all this smoke, family. Yeah, you damn right, bars, baby. And I got plenty more bars. And we gonna drop them, mic drop. Check me out. Family, if you're a Black American and you even wave at somebody who's a non-Black American, they gonna take that and run with it. Let Black Alpha see somebody right now and be like, hey, what's up? How you doing, brother? You're going to see all these posts saying, Black Alpha's from Zimbabwe. Did you know Black Alpha is really from Kenya? Because Alpha really means Kenya in Swahili. So technically he is. Family, they're going to turn Kentucky into Kenya. Straight up and down, fam. They're going to turn Georgia into the Gambia. I ain't lying, family. They're going to turn Ohio into Zimbabwe. If you just look at somebody and be like, what up, bro? How you doing? Next thing you know, they're going to say, see, I told you he's from Africa. We have a mentality that is in our soul. They're going to have Godfrey, or shall I say Godfrey. They're going to have Milk Dud Mutombo. They're going to have Hairless Reid, all of them. And they're going to all line up, family. And they're going to have a whole thing about how we're from them. It's to the point now you can't even wave at these people, fam. You can't. Because all Michael B. Jordan's dad did was go over there to handle business. And somehow he done turned into a whole goddamn Ghanaian. Straight up and down, fam. Straight up and down. So if you go out there and say anything, they're always going to tie us into them because they don't have shit. But we got time today. Let me tell y'all what it is. Yeah, you can't even make eye contact, fam. Tethered vampires. Exactly. Look at this guy. He said growing up, he never met no Black Americans, but he says there's Black Americans everywhere now in Ghana. Didn't Joy Reid say this? Fam, I told y'all, #1 activist, certified Black society, certified honey. We in here. Let's cook.
In real life. Black Americans do not exist in real life. I was born and raised here in Africa of 2015, 16, 17, and 18. I used to see a lot of white people coming to visit. But I always asked myself, why don't I ever see a Black Americans here? The only place where I saw him was on a nose, a Black man getting arrested for allegedly killing, and in a hip-hop songs and sometimes in Hollywood movies. But guess what? It's now 2026. All my neighbors are Black Americans and most of my friends.
You lying.
All my neighbors are Black Americans. Neighbors are Black Americans and most of my friends are.
You lying. You lying through your tether ass teeth. You know that I can smell the foo-foo on this man through the damn screen, through the phone, through the wires. This man know damn well he lying. All of my friends, all of them. I mean, every last one of my friends is Black Americans. Family, Joy Reid said the same damn thing. Remember when Joy Reid said that everywhere you go, on every corner, you see a hell of a lot of us? Y'all remember that, family? There you go. This is the game that they trying to play. Now, there's Black Americans on every corner in Ghana.
Black Americans and most of my friends. All my neighbors are Black Americans. Neighbors are Black Americans and most of my friends are Black Americans. So tell me, what do you think has changed? Americans do.
I'm going to answer Mr. Fufu's question. He said, what has changed? As a matter of fact, family, not only am I going to answer it, I need you to answer it. So I got all my brothers and sisters, kings, queens, goddess, and gods. I have the most beautiful, brothers and sisters on the planet. I have the strongest brothers and sisters on the planet. I have the smartest, most fly, most G'd up brothers and sisters on the planet in the chat. So direct your eyes to the chat. Family, he said he's got nothing but Black American friends everywhere he goes, and we're all over Africa. He said, what has changed? Question I give to you is, did anything change? Is his ass lying? And is he trying to say this all about reparations, family, so they can make it look that way? Damn, I think I just gave you the answer. But I'm going to let y'all go ahead and cook. Lies, lies, lies. Absolutely. There you go. Mo lies, lying ass Tether. Damn, Tether. Boy, we cooking tonight, boy. The certifieds is turned up. Ungrateful Tethers. Damn. Man, y'all go ahead and give me more adjectives, fam. Scam land African. There they go. Another one. Mo lies. You put about 5 S's on the end of that. Cap. I'm telling you right now, FBA can tell you a lot of things, and we're going to tell you in one way, and you're going to get it real clear, and you won't come back again for part 2. Delineation, separation, regulating. There they go. He lying, what he say, through his potty trained mouth all damn day long. Mo lies, another liar, lying cosplayer. Black Americans don't believe you, Mr. Joloff. Black Americans said you full of BS, Mr. Joloff. Black Americans said quit speaking on our name, Mr. Joloff. Let me tell you like this, fam. You ain't claiming foundational Black America, and you ain't claiming no foundational Black Americans. Trust me when I tell you that. We ain't up for sale, and we ain't a part of your little game. Don't get us caught up in your tangle web of deception that you got going on over there in your homeland, because guess what, fam? We stepping on them. That's what we doing. Family, it ain't done. Even further. Check this out, fam. On top of that, on top of that, on top of this, watch now, fam. They telling Black Americans that everything that we do is because of them. And if we ain't out here doing it because of them, I guess they saying we ain't got nothing. They sadly MF and mistaken. Watch this, family.
If you're Black in the diaspora, your blueprint is West and Central Africa. And I don't want to hear nothing different. You do not have culture without West and Central Africa. It's like making a strawberry smoothie. You don't have a strawberry smoothie without strawberry. The milk don't matter. The sugar don't matter. The strawberries is your base. You cannot call it a strawberry smoothie if you don't have strawberries. And you can't call your culture without West and Central Africa. I'm Haitian, very, very proud to be a Haitian, i.e. my name. But we don't have Haitian culture without West and Central Africa. It's non-existent. West and Central Africa is the base. It's the blueprint for every single Black culture across the diaspora. I have no idea why other people who are from America or from the Caribbean or from South America or from Central America are trying to tell anyone that you alone just are the blueprint. You're not.
Shit. I'm gonna tell you right now, you need to get the blueprint on how to put a wig on top of your damn head that makes it look like you got a semblance of hair on you. Who the hell you talking to? Who you think you talking to, Miss Fufu? You can't be talking to us. Did she just say that all of us, everything we do, I'm just talking about us existing, is because of Africa? Family, look at and observe and analyze the deep-seated hatred that these people have for foundational Black Americans. Now we're going to say it, fam. Telling somebody that they are nothing without you, that's a form of hostility. I want everybody to remember that. Anytime somebody pops up and they say Michael B. Jordan's dad is really from Ghana, Michael B. Jordan is from Ghana, Black Alpha's from Zimbabwe because he waved at somebody, the whole certified 100, we got 2,000 people in here. All of y'all are really from Nigeria just because y'all said Black is all the time on top and Black is all the time number one. And now they want to be Black and be number one, but they didn't want to be that until we made it poppin'. Y'all see what I'm talking about? Every single time you say something, these individuals come back on top of it, and that is a form of hostility. There's only one way around that. Never look at somebody trying to destiny swap with you like it's a little small thing. Destiny swap is hostility, fam. Last time I checked, that is called an erasure. An erasure means you ain't here no more. So basically, these people are trying to make it to where you don't exist. I don't know how much more hostile you could be. That's why we ain't out here playing patty cake or pity pat. We ain't playing Connect Four or dominoes with them. Foundational Black Americans ain't playing it all. This is our culture. Everything we did, hip hop, jazz, country, gospel, you name all the music, rock and roll. That ain't come from no damn Africa. That came from right here, okay? Certified foundational Black Americans came from right here. And if you ain't down with that, then you already know what you can do. You can pack your bags and go right on back to your S-hole country, and I'm going to be right here in my beautiful country. And the difference is that you've been in your country the whole time, ain't built nothing. I've been in my country the whole time, built everything. You see how we win? Damn right. Fam, she ain't done. She continues with this whole, we are all African.
You're the blueprint of nothing. West and Central Africans are the blueprint. They tried to break them. They tried to take everything away from them, but they couldn't take away those people were. And that shines throughout every single culture today. Every Black culture today, it shines through. But folk out here eating rice, yams, black eyed pea.
What?
Okra, and you walk around telling people that, oh no, you don't know nothing about Africa. Africa's not a part of you.
Fam, they be out here claiming food. You can't even have dinner tonight. They gonna say, you know, your dinner really comes from Africa, right? Fam, you know you cold when you trying to colonize somebody's dinner plate. You trying to colonize FBA dinner plate. Fam, they be out here claiming indigenous food to America. What the hell did our food do? Sprout wings and fly over the Atlantic Ocean? They out here trying to colonize your plate, fam. I just had a bag of Twizzlers early today. I guess all the Twizzlers go back to Zimbabwe too, huh? God damn. A brother can't even have a sweet tea. They gonna say, well, you know, tea really comes from the Ivory Coast, right? Everything we do, the way we walk, the way we talk, the way we breathe, all of that comes from Africa if you leave it up to them. But let me tell you this, you better start claiming this G-check and how it ran your ass back home if you want to claim something. You want to talk about something. I got everything you could talk about. Don't talk about the food. Don't talk about the drink. Don't even talk about the snacks. Come talk to us about this G-checking that we're giving you and booting your ass to the moon. How about that one? You want to talk about something? Let's give you something to talk about. Matter of fact, since we on our FBA time, that's a foundational Black American phrase right there. Let's give them something to talk about. And we're going to give them everything to talk about on this one right here. You can't colonize what belongs to certifieds.
Are you weak? Are you crazy or what? Is it that you want? What is it? Tell me, what is it? It's delusional behavior, and I don't have time for that. You don't have a culture without West and Central African culture. Those West and Central African ethnic groups shaped your culture today. The swag, the aesthetic. Don't try to come in here and tell me, oh, we got swag, we got aesthetic. You don't have that without West and Central Africa. You don't have dance without West and Central Africa.
What? Fam, that's where I draw the line, y'all. Oh, we drawing the line right there. Did she just sit there and say that we ain't got no swag? I know you did it. I know you did. You over there bucking your damn Jollof eyes. You got your eyebrows bucking too. I know you didn't just say we get our swag from y'all. Tell us more.
You don't have song without West and Central Africa. You don't. When we dance compa as Haitians, without West and Central Africa, you don't have anything. You don't have strawberry milkshake without strawberry. The milk don't matter. The sugar don't matter. What's going on?
Okay, the milk don't matter, and she said the sugar don't matter. Okay, well, family, they love milk, and they love mayo, and they love it so much they let it come over there and do this. Who swag from where? This is who's trying to lecture us about swag? You got Junior Mayo over there. You got Junior Miracle Whip over there. Look at this, family. All that smoke for FBA. You better quit worrying about Michael B. Jordan. And you better start worrying about Mayo over there. Because he's over there. He got the bamboo stick and they dancing to it. That's the same bamboo stick in an hour and a half gonna stick them in the back of the head. And they over there dancing, y'all. Oh, no. We don't take no lectures from your community. Hey, I didn't make this up. This ain't AI, my brothers and sisters. My beautiful Black Americans, my lovely Black Americans, my luxurious Black Americans. We would We would never do this. They still over there dancing. They still over there putting on a show for Junior Mayo. He's stepping. I told you we going in tonight, family. Did it get extra with it? This is who y'all be swagging on. This is who you cuddle up next to. Black Alpha, slow down. Man, look at this dude right here, smiling. Look at him, smiling. Look at him, smiling, praying, smiling, praying, smiling, smiling. Look at all these smiles. The guy in between the picture is smiling. Don't let nobody tell you he came over here. He lied to us. Then he took us over. It looked like all he had to do was dance, and you gave away all your damn resources. You want to see how they get their resources took? That right there. You want to see why their homelands is being hijacked? That right there. You want to see why they ain't never got no smoke for Mr. Mayo Jr., but they always worrying about Michael B. Jordan? That right there, family. We ain't one. There you go, family. Oh, what you thought. Hold up. Did you think that these people was going to run around here and try to take Michael B. Jordan's moment and say it's their moment and then flip around and tell Black Americans we ain't got no swag while they out there doing the Mayo two-step? Did you think they was going to say all of that, bust a whole nother block, and then turn around and tell FBA that we need to go ahead and sit in the classroom and get lectured by them? And I wasn't going to say something? Shit. I got a big mouth, family. Yep, and I'm going to put it to use by letting everybody know this FBA all goddamn day for the world to hear. Signal boosting for the whole goddamn atmosphere. Everybody going to know something, and I'm going to tell you what it's going to be. Foundational Black American Certified Black Society. We won and what? We ain't get nothing from nobody. Everything we got by our goddamn self, and we did it amongst each other. We were never around people to ever get anything from anybody. We've always been solo dolo. We always been out here on our own. You tell me, family, when we were the indigenous people out here, nobody was around us. When we was in slavery, nobody was around us. Reconstruction, nobody. The only time people ever came around is when they was marveling at Black Americans. It's time we go there, family. Let's go ahead and say what it is. These people weren't next to Black Americans. These people were watching Black Americans, and they was marveling off of us. They want to know how one lineage, heritage, and culture can be so damn great. They want to know how can we go by everything, persevere through it all, and still accomplish so much. And they looking at all the numbers they got, all the population they got, and they over there doing the goddamn Miracle Whip spin. Family, I don't listen to nobody who's doing the Brussels sprouts bonanza. That ain't got nothing to do with me, fam. I'm going to tell you what this has everything to do with. Us. And it's always been about us. And family, they even went further than that. Let me take you even down the block more. Oh, they out here repping all damn day long, but they repping the wrong thing. Fam, they got their eyes locked in on Michael B. Jordan, and I'm going to show you exactly what they're trying to come up with. Check this.
Ghana is growing all over the global. Oh, it's Ghana, man. Ghana is growing all over the global world, bro. Ghana is growing. The name, the flag is waving all over the global world. Michael B. Jordan wins the Oscar Awards. Michael B. Jordan. Oh, you don't know Michael B. Jordan? Michael B. Jordan is the leading character who played a role for Creed, Black Panther, and a couple of movies. He's an American actor and then a producer, yes. But then Ghana, the name Ghana hits the globe after he invited his dad, Michael A. Jordan. He is Michael B. Jordan. His dad is Michael A. Jordan. All the way from West Africa, Ghana. Bro, all the way from West Africa, Ghana, to witness such a historical moment in his lifetime.
The Oscar goes to Michael B. Jordan.
Bro, to win an Oscar award is not easy. And he won the best actor of the year. Bro, nomination for Michael B. Jordan. Long live Ghana. Long live Africa.
What? Notice, family, it's long live Africa when them Africans are talking about something that a Black American did. How come it's never long live Africa when you over there selling yourself out, when it's tribalism? Fam, you notice all this African pride that they seem to have when they can dump it on a Black American? Y'all notice that, right? Tell me you seeing the game. Tell me you watching it. Tell me you know what time it is. These people ain't ever talked about anything that has something to do with the betterment of Africa until they can turn around and say, oh, but what that Black American did right there, now it's pride. Now it's us. Now we all in it together. Family, it looks like, it sound like, it be like these individuals ain't got no damn pride. They just watching what Black Americans do. Isn't it crazy, family? They tell Black Americans that Black Americans got everything from Africans, but Africans steal everything from Black Americans. So it looks like it's follow the leader. And foundational Black Americans are exactly where we've always been, number one in front, and everybody else is behind us. It's time we go there and start telling the truth, y'all. These people want to be like Black Americans. You will take Michael B. Jordan. You'll take Jordan B. Michael if his ass wins an award. It don't matter who you are. If you're a Black American and you're successful, they're just going to try to put a stamp on you. Because now, family, through the course of delineation, we done put it clear that individuals can't just take our stuff. You ain't just going to walk in my house and then walk out like it's all yours. We ain't playing that game. We ain't our goddamn bag, y'all. Trust me when I tell you. So now we to the point where these individuals are just going to go see everything we done. Fam, but is it a shocker? Think about it. The same exact people who tell us that they built America are the same people now saying that they were on stage getting that Oscar award. And when they got a Grammy, they was talking about all that immigrant talk. So fam, everything, the Super Bowl, they was trying to spin off on all them other folks. Then you see the Grammys spin off on them other folks. The Oscars spin off on them other folks. You notice every time these people get a little second, they always try to take away from FBA. And the fact that FBA is disallowing it, now they got to fall all the way back to the backdrop. Let me show y'all something, fam. The delusion that these people are living in. Look at your screen. Look at your screen, brothers and sisters. Look at this, brothers and sisters. I'm telling you it's bad. Look at this. This is them on social media right now claiming Michael B. Jordan. Look at this, fam. We miss him too. He's not from Ghana. I love him more now. He's not from Ghana. Yes, win-win, pa-oh. He's not from Ghana. Look at this. You can't tell them, man. I'm telling you now. You can't tell them that he is not from Ghana, y'all. They ain't trying to hear it. They ain't trying to hear it at all. Look at this one right here. They were talking about his father relocated for the year of the return. Someone said, what's the purpose of the year of the return? And they said, do your research, nigga. Be quiet. Don't you talk about the year of the return. We said that the year of the return was a cash grab, man. Oh, further, it don't stop, fam. This is them right here. Yes, I heard it too. I love being Ghanaian. I knew my man was Ghanaian. There you go. Look, these people are out here just claiming. You cannot tell these Africans that Michael B. Jordan is not from Ghana. They don't want to hear it. Their mind, their soul, and everything is set on it. They could come out right now, have a press conference, tell the whole damn earth what it is, and they just going to be like, you lying, nigga. You out to get me. Fam, watch this lady right here. Watch this, fam. They go even further. Watch.
American actor and a producer, Michael B. Jordan, who won the Oscar Award for the Best Actor. I don't know if you guys have seen the movie titled The Sinners. Please head over to Netflix to watch it. You'll be glad you did. This guy revealed that he is a Ghanaian the moment he showed to the world that the father flew in all the way from Ghana to come and support him. To be very honest, there are already a lot of reactions right now. Ghanaians are making so many videos appreciating him for bringing the Oscar back home. The Oscar Award back home. Let's listen to this video.
Wait, bringing it back home? Family! They acted like Michael B. Jordan went up there and said, I'm doing this for all of Ghana. This is for everybody back home in the village. All those who have no deodorant. All those who do the Mayo two-step and the Miracle Whip shuffle with Mayo Jr. Family, nowhere in that did Michael B. Jordan say that he is African. He never said his dad was African. He never said none of this, family. So how in the hell are they making it look like he took the Oscar back home?
To be very honest, there are already a lot of reactions right now. Ghanaians are making so many videos appreciating him for bringing the Oscar back home. The Oscar Award back home. Bringing the Oscar back home. Bringing the Oscar back home. bringing the Oscar back home. The Oscar awards back home. Let's listen to this video.
There you go. Oh man, oh man. Social media right now, my good brothers and sisters, social media right now is ablaze. And these people ran the social media. Michael B. Jordan didn't even step off the stage yet. The man was still on the stage and they was over there dancing. Y'all know the little videos they always do. Y'all know what they do. They always play some Afro beats. They start dancing and they always celebrate something. Y'all notice they always celebrating the wrong thing. And you also notice everything they celebrate got something to do with us. And never got nothing to do with them. Fam, how come they don't ever celebrate the colonizers getting ran up out their hood? How come? How come you don't ever celebrate development in your homeland? You never celebrate none of this. But they ran to the internet and they swear by God on everything that Michael B. Jordan is African. Michael B. Jordan, off rip, fam. Let me show the whole team, the whole family. Everybody knows what I'm talking about. Look at this, fam. Look at what they put out. Look at this. Ghanaian dad. Look at that. Fam, they don't give a damn. Michael B. Jordan looking in their picture like, when? Michael B. Jordan like, what Michael B. Jordan y'all talking about? He want to know what it is. Michael B. Jordan don't believe him. He don't believe what they saying. But do you see how it is? This is why, brothers and sisters, protect your energy. Protect your energy. The vampires are out. The vampires are out, family. And I'm telling you right damn now, a lot of those vampires look just like Mr. Mutombo because they want what you got just more than anybody. Just as more than anybody, fam. They want it all. Sinners was a foundational Black American film. Let's make this clear, fam. Ryan Coogler said off rip, he's a foundational Black American. I know they didn't want to hear that. I know they didn't want to accept that, but who give a damn at this point? We don't care what they feel. We don't give a damn what they think. Whatever they think, they can think it because foundational Black Americans, we on our own game. And when I tell y'all we on our own game, I want y'all to start noticing some of the strange things that these people be doing. Look at this guy right here, family. Oh, they're going into a full destiny swap, y'all. This man calls us enslaved Africans, and then on top of calling us enslaved Africans, he said he's a foundational Black American. All family, lock in. Everybody, we in here extra deep right now. Smash the like button, share this broadcast, get your popcorn out, because it's about to get heavy.
Foundational Black Africans, or Americans, I think. Continental Africans, Africans in the diaspora. Is there a nuance we are missing? Now, this is a booklet that traces my genealogy to 1807. An ancestor of mine was captured and placed on a ship, and that ship was intercepted by the British Navy. Instead of completing its journey across the Atlantic, it was redirected to Freetown, Sierra Leone. That single event changed everything, because if that ship had not been intercepted, if it had completed its voyage, I might not be speaking to you as a West African today. I might have been born in North America or in the Caribbean.
What? Fam, are you following this? This man just what if'd us. The man just what if'd us. What if my boat did not float and I was out to hope and I'm smoking on dope? And that would technically make me a Black American, right? What if I could not sell if I do smell and I can't get any mail? Wouldn't that make me a Black American too? These people are out here just coming up with what ifs now. Family, this man said that he is a foundational African. No. Run it back, Black Alpha.
Foundational Black Africans, or Americans, I think. Continental Africans, Africans in the diaspora.
What you mean you think? Ain't no goddamn you think. It's what we say it is. This is why I tell everybody it's what we say it is, brothers and sisters. Damn what they talking about. Ain't no FBA, I think, and ain't no such thing as a foundational anybody other than Black American. If you say foundational and Black American ain't on top, if you say foundational and Black American ain't the next thing to come out your damn mouth, then everything you saying is disqualified because I'm a foundational Black American and I said so.
Is there a nuance we are missing? Now, this is a booklet that traces my genealogy to 1807. An ancestor of mine was captured and placed on a ship, and that ship was intercepted by the British Navy. Instead of completing its journey across the Atlantic, it was redirected to Freetown, Sierra Leone. That single event changed everything, because if that ship had not been intercepted, if it had completed its voyage, I might not be speaking to you as a West African today.
Oh God.
I might have been born in North America or in the Caribbean or Brazil. Today,
No, fam. We're not doing this. We're not doing this, brothers and sisters. That ain't gonna happen. Not on my damn watch. Hell no. Yeah, you ain't lying. He tried and failed. Straight up tether babble, y'all. Musty line. What y'all cooking tonight? Yeah, I rebuke all the tether vampires. You have been rebuked. Yeah, I like that. Good point. We rebuking all of this, fam. I want the brothers and sisters to know we ain't on that type of energy. The sinners is out and we checking them. Hell yeah, they got to go. Adios. Hail to the gnaw. Family, watch him get even further with the vampire talk.
today we have debates between continental Africans and African diaspora, and specifically FBA, Foundational Black Americans, about identity, ownership of history, and who is who. But I keep thinking about something. What if my ancestor had a cousin or a brother taken in the same season, marched through the same coast, but loaded onto another ship? What if that ship made it to Virginia or Louisiana? What if that bloodline runs through America today and identifies as FBA?
Oh, hell no.
Where exactly do we draw the line?
I'm going to tell you where we drew the line. You're talking about drawing the line. Let me tell you the line that's been drawn. The line that's been drawn is called delineation. It's called you ain't like us. It's called get your musty ass the hell up out of here. That's what it's called. What you talking about? The line has been drawn. What if we came here on this day, on that day, on Saturday? Would it we all be? Hell no, you ain't. I don't know what is so hard for you to understand that Black Americans are not you and you are not us. It's very simple. It's direct. It's to the goddamn point. You can't get it tangled nor twisted. I know you got a twisted mind. I know you're twisted in your homeland. I know you're twisted in your village. We don't do that over here.
Did the Atlantic Ocean change our blood, or did it only change our destination? The slave trade did not separate us by origin. It separated us by geography. It scattered one people across continents and gave them different historical experiences. The experiences...
Stop. No. Hell no. Family, what they're doing there is that everybody can be Black American. Notice, family, they don't never do that in reverse. Y'all notice that, family? They don't never hit you with that in reverse. They don't never talk about how anybody can come over there and get what they got. Not that they got a lot, but they don't ever open that. It's always anybody can be Black American. Notice it's never anybody can be Jamaican. Speaking of Jamaican, speaking of the Caribbean, remember when Michael B. Jordan had that drink and he came out to celebrate them? You remember how mad they got? Y'all remember? They was pissed off. They was talking about boycotting Michael B. Jordan just for putting out a drink that was bigging them up. And then what they do, family? They met him with nothing but disrespect and insults. It's never anybody else can be a part of them unless you're a white person. When you're a white person, then anybody can be African. When you're a white person, anybody can be Jamaican. When you're a white person, anybody can be Haitian, Caribbean. But whenever it's Black Americans, they're always like, hey, everybody can come on over here. We can get off the boat on this day. We can get off the inner tube on this day. And can't we just walk in? Hell no. Hell no. Hell no. Hell no. They've always had this type of flip-flopping, and we don't go for it. See, we know more about them than they think we know. See, I know they try to run with this game, fam. Y'all just looking at the images. It's the images the white man gave you about who we are. No. Black Americans know who you are based on our own interactions with you. And every time we've had interactions by the majority, by the mass, y'all have been very, very disrespectful. Y'all have been very, very crude and rude. Y'all have been very, very out of pocket and off brand. We make our decisions and our analysis on these tethers based on our own terminologies. Y'all can try to put that off on the W all you want to. They ain't out here brainwashing Black Americans to think that y'all want our reparations. We see y'all trying to take our reparations. They're not out here brainwashing Black Americans the way y'all hated on Michael B. Jordan. We seen y'all hate on Michael B. Jordan. Watch further.
Different. The trauma is different. The political history is different. But the root may be the same. So tell me, how do I sink my teeth into something that further divides what history already fractured?
Fam, did y'all hear what he just said? Did you hear what he just said? Did I not just tell y'all that the sinners are out? The vampires are out. to protect your energy. Tell me y'all heard what he just said. Put it in the chat if you caught the reference that he just put on the table. I'm waiting. Somebody right now. Did the man just admit that he's on tether vampire time? I told you, look at your screen, fam. I told you we out here certified. I told you we out here. Yeah, you heard what he just said, fam. There it is. Yep, sink your teeth. There you go, family. You seen it. I seen it. We all just heard it. Family, we ain't got to have nobody tell us anything. We already got it figured out. One more time. When we tell y'all these people are tether vampires, let the tether vampires speak for themselves.
The same. So tell me, how do I sink my teeth into something that further divides what history already fractured?
Oh, shit. Oh, we in here, family. Black Alpha Network certified. Family, we need to go ahead and do a cleansing up in here. Okay, we need to do an ancestral prayer up in here because the damn tether vampires done showed up. And they telling you that they tether vampires, fam. This is Mr. Mutombo Vampire. He's telling you, I told you, we letting the world know. And they are letting, look at his face. Fam, somebody screenshot this. Somebody right now, screenshot this and send this to me on X, on Instagram, wherever you follow your boy at. I love you with a passion, baby. Y'all send this to me. Tell me these people ain't got that evil in them. Tell me these people ain't got that bad vibe, that bad spirit. Look at this man's face, fam. This is all in a little piece where he's talking about our culture and he's letting you know he on vampire time. Look at this, clear as day. Absolutely. Trying to cannibalize us, family. Trying to cannibalize foundational Black Americans. This is what we be talking about. This is spiritual, brothers and sisters. This is spiritual, what we're doing by gatekeeping the culture. Because if you don't, you're going to let all these other people in. And they're going to be pointing to Remick over there. But I'm looking at Mr. Mutombo right here. They're going to be pointing to pick poor Robin clean. But I'm going to be looking at bust your head with the damn bamboo stick clean. And that be him. And you see it, and we all see it. Very demonic, y'all. This is a spiritual battle that we're all in. And we are the chosen ones. And trust me when I tell you, they want everything that belongs to us. And if you listen, he'll even tell you he wants to sink his teeth in FBA culture.
Is different. The political history is different. But the root, different historical experiences. The experiences different. The trauma is different. The political history is different. But the root may be the same. So tell me, how do I sink my teeth into something that further divides what history already fractured?
There you go. There you go, fam. I didn't know Transylvania was in Africa. I guess we know now. There it is. There it go, family. Number one for a reason. Checkmate. Family, these people want everything that our people created. And those people will do anything to take it. Family, are you surprised that man is sitting there talking about sinking his teeth into our culture, straight up vampire talk, at the same exact time, my good brothers and sisters, that they were just talking about strapping a you-know-what around their you-know-what and kabooming everybody? It's time we get real about it, fam. These individuals are out here trying to erase foundational Black Americans on straight up vampire energy. And the reason that they're clinging on to sinners is because they know a lot of those metaphors and sinners apply to them. The reason why they're trying to take Michael B. Jordan is the same way they was trying to take Smoke and Stack. You can add it all the way up, fam. This is spiritual. And how do you know this is spiritual? It's because for the first time in a hell of a long time, we are in contact with our ancestors. See, when you pray to an African American, your damn spirits are going all the way over a nation, all the way over a damn country, all the way over an ocean, and they falling flat. The sharks got them. But when you pray to your foundational Black Americans, it's right then and there, family. Oh, they picked the wrong time, but we the right people. And y'all know how we get down in certified Black society. We give no F's and we take no shorts and no losses. That right there was a prime example of what we've been talking about. There is a spiritual battle going on with all of these tethers who have the worst demonic, devilish behavior and trying to come over here and erase and replace foundational Black Americans. And we won't let them because we're too strong, we too good, we too savvy, and we look too goddamn great for it. Let me take it even a step further, fam. Absolutely. Ancestors got us covered, and guess what? And we got ourselves covered. So we good regardless, fam. Mind, body, soul, mentally, physically, spiritually. Speak it, believe it, receive it. Untouchable, unbreakable, unmatched, and stronger than ever. We ain't done. Look at this, fam. When I tell everybody that Black Americans is on game, and I tell everybody that Black Americans are not going anywhere, I mean that talk. Because if you don't see it for what it really is, then you're going to end up seeing it for what it's not. I showed y'all that right there, and then I showed y'all this right here. From this right here, we went to that right there. From that right there, you end up right there. Family, I want y'all to look at over there in Africa, how these individuals are praying to all of these different entities. And every last one of them, whether they're Christians, whether they're Muslims, every last one of them all have the same exact beliefs about Black American culture. Family, how can they have all of these different religions, but throughout all those different religions, they all feel the same way about foundational Black Americans? Somebody tell me, somebody talk to me. Let's speak and put it on the table, family. I'm putting the religious game into it, the spiritual aspect. I want y'all to notice, family, no matter what they do and what they say, you always end up with people like this.
Yesterday, a Ghanaian took home an Oscar. Yesterday, a Ghanaian took home an Oscar. Yesterday, a Ghanaian took home an Oscar. Michael Ofori Kojo Jordan took home an Oscar. Ghana is now clearing Nigeria. We already have Stevie Wonder beating them in the whole country in Grammys already.
They already got Stevie Wonder, fam. Are you getting vampiric vibes from him? You already got Stevie Wonder? Fam, he's not talking like he believes that Michael B. Jordan is from Africa. He's talking like he's trying to capture Michael B. Jordan. I want y'all to see the difference, fam. A lot of these people are not claiming Michael B. Jordan. A lot of these people are making it look like they're possessing him. They've stolen him. They've erased him. What happens when a vampire sinks their teeth into somebody? You drain their energy. You drain their spirit. Look at this man, fam. He said, we already got Stevie Wonder. He didn't say Stevie Wonder's us. He didn't say Stevie Wonder's from Ghana. He didn't say that. He said we already got him. And there goes another smile. Remember, the first girl earlier, she hit you with that vampire laugh. Ha 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 ha. The last guy, he said that he's going to sink his teeth into us. And now this guy's saying that they've already got Stevie Wonder. Fam, if you didn't think it was real before, I know you do now.
Clearing Nigeria. We already have Stevie Wonder beating them in the whole country in Grammys already. They say Burna Boy and Davido and Whiskey, they have 3 Grammys combined with them, as we have 76 because of Stevie Wonder. And then now we have a Ghanaian who took home an Oscar yesterday, Michael Ofori Kojo Jordan. You Nigerians, you can't fuck with us.
They're renaming him, y'all. They renaming this man. They calling this man Michael Kojo Ofori Jordan. He ain't even Michael B. Jordan to them no more, y'all. They done took the man's name. He ain't even Michael B. Jordan. He can't even be Michael B. Jordan, y'all. They just said Michael Kofi Jollof Fufu Jordan. They done took the man's name from him. This is how deep it is with these people. Oh, fam, it's getting more real.
You cannot fuck with us. Salute to Michael Kojo Ofori Jordan. Michael Kojo Ofori Jordan. See, just greatness. When you want to be great, you were born in Ghana. Simple. Yesterday, a Ghanaian took...
Yesterday, a Black American won an Oscar, and he is not from Africa, since we are talking about yesterday. Family, let's go down the line what we already have. I've already showed you 5 to 6 different tethers. They all have an anti-Black American energy, but I want y'all to notice that demonic energy that you're seeing beneath this, family. These people are straight up telling you, we taking him. We've already got him. He's ours. We done sunk our teeth in Black Americans and boom, that's what it is. But family, if y'all remember when we were boycotting these people, what were they running around here talking about doing to Black Americans? They was out there talking about spells. How many of you guys right now believe that a lot of these tethers, when they call into our spaces and they keep saying the same thing over and over and over, how many of you guys believe that they're trying to cast these spells on Black Americans? How many? Because I've been hearing brothers and sisters say that for a long damn time, and I'm with you 100% of the time. We've been seeing it a lot. How many of y'all been seeing it? Y'all notice there's an underlining vibe with these people? By the way, they don't never have this with the W's. Have y'all ever heard them talking about black magic with the W's? Sinking their teeth in them? Have you ever seen them little demonic laughs with the W's, fam? Oh, it's spiritual. If you one of them folks who think this ain't a spiritual battle, fam, you got it tangled and twisted. Everything we do is spiritual. Exactly. Spell casting. Absolutely, my sister. Absolutely. 100%. We rebuke all of this, fam. I didn't have people call into the spaces and they'll just start reiterating something. So you Black Americans want to come out play? I'd be like, what? You want to come out and play? Huh? You know, come out and play. Clack. You understand what I'm talking about, fam? This is what they be doing. They do that to Tariq all the time. They'll come up in there saying, can we pray all together? Why you want to pray to the people that you said you want to put something on your chest and kaboom? Why you want to pray with people where you said you want to sink your teeth in them? There's nothing about them that makes it seem like they want to do anything that is good or positive. So anytime somebody comes around here talking good and positive, but everything about them is devilish, demonic, and evil, then you already know that they coming from the bad side, the negative side, the we want to be vampire tether side. And this is why we out here calling them out. Fam, it gets even deeper. We are out here holding it down, holding the crown, family. And the more you do so, the more these people are in ruins. Check this out right here, fam. I'm going to show you even further what I mean when I'm talking about these individuals and the way that they are always scoping Black Americans. I'm talking about just scoping us. It doesn't matter what a Black American does. It doesn't matter what a Black American says. It doesn't matter what type of time we're on. You're always going to see these people running this type of game. Remember when I was telling y'all that they was trying to replace everything and they were trying to take away the fact that Africans sold Africans? Family, y'all look at this right here. This is all the same exact time. Watch this.
It's myths in history. You've all heard the line, Africans sold Africans, so Europeans weren't worse. But that argument collapses the moment you stop applying modern racial categories to a pre-colonial world that didn't think in racial terms. It's important to remember that Africa wasn't a monolith. It was a continent of individual nations, kingdoms, empires, and ethnic groups. This idea of Black unity didn't exist because there was no Black race in the European sense. People identified themselves as their individual specific ethnic group, the same way that Europeans identified themselves as Spanish, Portuguese. And there's the part that people never talk about. Some of these African kingdoms were the size of modern European nations or even bigger. The Benin Kingdom rivaled medieval Portugal in territory and organization, and the Mali Empire spanned an area larger than Western Europe. So when two African states were at war, you're not talking about Black people selling Black people. You're talking about independent nations with different languages, different religions, different cultures engaged in warfare, the same way Europe was. It's no different from England versus France in the 100 Years' War. They killed each other, captured each other, sold prisoners, and no one today says Europeans sold Europeans because you understand national difference in Europe. Africa deserves the same contextual respect. These are some historical...
Fam, who's he talking to? Who's he speaking to right now? Sounds like he's trying to rewrite history so they can rewrite our reparations. Sounds like they're trying to rewrite history so they can steal our reparations. This sounds very, very typical when you're dealing with these people. Remember just last week, fam, I showed y'all the people that were popping up and they were trying to tell Black Americans that Africans didn't sell no Africans. Well, family, here goes another one trying to say that Africans didn't sell any Africans. But we all know that they was the main ones out there slanging each other. That right there tells you exactly who these people have always been. We don't buy none of that stuff. And it's funny that all this stuff pops up at the same exact time where foundational Black Americans have a delineation movement. Fam, let's go down the line, okay? They went all the way back trying to tell us that Africans didn't sell Africans. Then they speed forward and say, well, technically we can be foundational Black Americans. Remember that too, fam. You can let somebody in your house by physically letting them in your house, and then you can let somebody in your house by telling that person that they're just like you. That's really a spiritual way. And that's worse than letting somebody in a regular way, family. So anytime these people run around here and they start talking about foundational Africans, foundational Caribbeans, and then you got them folks saying we all black, brother, you don't go ahead and put a tag on these people. So now they feel they got access to where they can cast all those spells against foundational Black American culture, foundational Black American society, foundational Black American brothers and sisters. So you have to have the mentality that I know all of you guys have. You got to check them on site, fam, because the main way that they do is by what? You let them in. Think about it, fam. You let them in. That's the main thing. What happened on Sinners, fam? We dropping game today. Scholarship, fam. And we're going to tie it all the way in because if you watch the movie Sinners, you see the main P and Ryan Coogler was talking about how getting in touch with the spirits. So the spiritual elements are all throughout that movie. And if everybody remembers just a year ago when people was flocking to go see the film, family, everybody kept coming back to the same spot. Remember, there was brothers and sisters that was going to the movies and they was having spiritual breakdowns. I seen people say they had to get up and leave. People said they was going back 2 or 3 times because we connected with it different, okay? We connected with it different. I live in the deep South, okay? And I was telling everybody, when you go watch Sinners and then you drive home, it hits different when you up top, up north, you know what I'm saying, skyscrapers and all that. It hits different when you in Cali. When you down south and your way back home from seeing Sinners looks just like the damn movie, and you look like you passing smoking stack, family, oh, it's real. It's very real. How many Southerners is up in here tonight, fam? The South is in the house. You know what I'm talking about. It was different driving home, fam. I think I seen Dan Remick walk by. He was kicking his leg and all types of stuff. It was a different vibration because people was really out there having those breakdowns and having those type of vibes and those energies. You know what I'm saying? Because we was on one and we was really, really on that type of energy. But let me tell y'all even further. When I tell everybody that foundational Black Americans are protecting our energy, we have to protect our energy more than ever, y'all, okay? And there's a lot of stuff going on right now. Remember this time a year ago, fam, when plantations was burning and then trees was falling on Confederate, buildings and stuff, Alabama in the place, Louisiana in the building. Y'all know Savannah in the building. Y'all know what it was like, fam. Y'all know we live with that a lot down here. So that's what it was. And y'all know the spiritual vibes that happened. We were just talking the other day about John Amos. Remember John Amos had a mental breakdown when he was filming Roots? Remember when Halle Berry was trying to play Dorothy Dandridge? She lost her mind. Okay. A lot of brothers and sisters do that. I've known brothers and sisters that say they're in their car driving and they start feeling funny and they'll almost feel sick or overwhelmed. And then they'll pull over and stop. And they won't even know that they just passed a plantation that their ancestors were on. But they didn't even know it until after the feeling. Don't let nobody tell you the spirits ain't real. And for every one of these good spirits, there's a billion evil ones. And evil always wants to be attached to foundational Black Americans because we're doing so good. And this is why these people are popping out the woodwork with all these games that they playing. Shout out. Yeah, NY in the house. I see you, family. Shout out to everybody. We in here deep. We in here 3,000 deep. Everybody smash the like button. We ain't done. Somebody in the chat just pointed out something that, oh man, we in here cooking. I told y'all we about to go down the line today. First off, shout out again to Michael B. Jordan. But I want y'all to look at this right here. Look at your screen, family. Look at your screen. Look at your screen if you know what I mean. Michael B. Jordan's moment is almost trying to get taken away from a lot of these individuals. A lot of these individuals want to take his moment and make it theirs. Family, somebody in the chat just made a point when I was talking about letting people in. See, family, when you let somebody in, like Black folks used to do all the time, oh, we Black and brown. Oh, we taco truck. We people of color. Family, they dump their spiritual sludge onto you. Their negative vibrations all got dumped on the Black Americans. A lot of the ruts that we were in and a lot of things that we had a hard time getting around, a lot of that is because we were sitting here having these people dump their spiritual energies on us, and it was all bad vibes because people was telling them, you Black and brown, come on in. And then those brown folks will come drop all of their negative energy onto you, all of their demonic energy onto you. When you was telling people I'm a people of color, who the hell is that? Then they would all come in and dump that vibe. I'm telling you now, a lot of things that Black Americans had to deal with is because we were letting too many people into our space. And when they came into our space, they were doing exactly what Mr. Vampire Tether was doing. Y'all know what I'm talking about, fam. You know what I'm saying. We were allowing these people to do all of that. We're not allowing them to do that anymore. So now those bad vibes and bad energy that they have, they got to deal with it on their own. Fam, why do you think we talk about ABK, anti-Black karma? Have y'all noticed everybody that was coming into our house that got the pass and the escort by being a black and brown or a person of color, you guys notice they're all having a hell of a hard time right now? It's because they can't dump all that negative energy onto us. When the dominant society was always dumping that, fam, we've always been everybody's little post to dump all their negative energy and their demonic spirits onto us. We've always been that way. And we've always handled it too. Knockout, boom, we be dropping them. But now, family, we ain't even got to just drop them because we ain't letting them come into the place. That's the big difference. Somebody just made a good point in the chat. Remember in the movie Sinners, y'all remember that the Asian lady was the lady who spazzed out and she was like, let him in, come on in, goddammit. And then Remick turned around and said, oh, word? And that was basically the giddy up. Y'all remember that, right? Y'all remember that? Remick was allowed to come in because the Asian lady popped off. I told you on this broadcast, I was going to show y'all that all of the tether sinners are circling foundational Black Americans for one last attempt to try to stop us because we did everything I just said by knocking them out. KO. Family, they have entered the chat. Why in the hell are they making random videos about Black Americans, pretending to love Black Americans, pretending to defend Black Americans? Are they really trying to dump their demonic energy onto Black Americans? Yes, indeed, family. Yes, indeed. The teriyaki tethers have entered the chat too. We are all living in sinners in real life. Because remember, fam, real life don't get things from the movies. The movies get things from real life. Here you go.
Every single race on planet Earth, other than Black people, love saying the N-word so much. Why can I travel all the way to homeland China and hear the N-word? Like, I'm not seeing the people here, so why am I hearing the word? Like, they probably don't even speak fluent English. Like, I'm so lost. I don't think anyone could ever get on here and be like, yeah, actually, my community never heard a person say the N-word before. Obviously, it's like individuals to like collectivists, but I feel like I could generalize or stereotype every single race as saying the N-word like so often. Like, Asians say it, Indians say it, Latinos say it, like Middle Eastern people say it, like everyone and their mom says it. And it's just like, why? Like, do you think you're like in middle school still? Like, you think you're some cool kid saying some of the forbidden word? Or and it's like, funny enough, like I actually think white people say it the least. Probably because like they get the most repercussions from it. Like, I actually think white people say it the least.
What? Fam? It's real out here. Oh, yes, indeed. Y'all notice that she said all that nice stuff. Oh, Black folks is so wrong when they say these things about Black folks. But do you notice, fam? She still threw on that jacket for them W's. Now you see why she came in here, y'all. Now you see, just like sinners, fam, it's the same damn thing. Look who done entered the chat. The same individuals who were on sinners allowing the bad folks to come inside, y'all. There you go. Oh, man, oh, man, oh, man. If it wasn't real before, it's getting more real now.
Probably because like they get the most repercussions from it. But like, what is wrong with you people? Just immature and cringe and loud as fuck about it too.
This might be biased, but
y'all believe her? Or is he trying to get into the juke joint? I'm asking my brothers and sisters, I want to know how you feel. Did y'all believe anything that Lucy Liu just said? Or do you think Lucy Liu is trying to get into the juke joint? Did she use all that talk about the N-word so we open the door for her? Did she use all that talk about how mean people are to Black Americans so we could open the door for her? And did she still, amongst all of that, say the W's are the least racist? Somebody talk to your boy. Let's go.
I actually think white people say it the least. Probably because like they get the most repercussions from it. But like, what is wrong with you people? Just immature and cringe and loud as fuck about it too.
This might be biased, but being around Black people, especially when I played basketball in high school, it's such a contagious energy. Positive vibes, it's funny as hell, and...
Rob! Fam, did he come in here talking about energy? Oh, you know your boy Black Alpha gonna rock with you. Did he come in here and start talking about energy? Are we not talking about energy and frequency and vibration? Fam, the first thing he came in, he didn't say Black folks are good at basketball. He didn't say Black folks can dance. He didn't say all the things that his community takes from us. Soon as he comes in, he starts talking about the energy of Black folks. And he starts talking about the positive vibrations. Probably because he's really bringing some negative vibrations. And why the hell are these two making random ass videos talking about Black Americans? So family, We got the demonic laugh. We gonna sink our teeth into y'all. And now you got him talking about energy. We ain't say nothing. All we did was diagnose it. They're the ones telling you. And if you're listening, you see through them. Classic.
Especially when I played basketball in high school, it's such a contagious energy. Positive vibes. It's funny as hell. And the amount of charisma that they had and what I admired about them. I'm talking about my friends here who were black, and then the people who I interacted in the basketball team were black. It's just the environment I was around. I'm not trying to appropriate anything, but it's like, I was a.
He threw in his disclaimer, y'all. He threw in a little disclaimer. I'm not trying to do this. If you weren't trying to do it, you shouldn't have to say it. You ain't got to go out your way to say that, other than you were trying to say exactly what you were going to do. Fam, watch him closely.
It's just the environment I was around. I'm not trying to appropriate anything, but it's like I was a skinny Asian nerdy kid who was into video games and anime. Like I thought most people probably during that time didn't relate. So I never was my authentic self. However, I admired what they pulled out of me. They were super friendly. They were super caring, nurturing, loving. Like they called me a brother. Like that hits different. Like, I'm not going to lie. So that in itself, in my personal.
Call you a brother. Remember, y'all, when Remick and them were trying to get in, the first thing they were talking about is how good the music sounded. Can I come on in? Let's jam together. Let's have a little music session. Always endearing when they at that front door.
Personal development journey. That's what I looked for. That's what I admire. Being a leader, having a swagger, having a sense of, charisma that you develop. And I spent all this time brainstorming, not trying to fix my awkwardness, but just trying to envelop those things into who I am today. So I guess the main takeaway of this message is to work to be your authentic self. What does that mean? It doesn't mean you force yourself to be somebody completely different, but it's to embrace on who you are. Don't be afraid of what other people thought. And that's the mindset I developed from Black people.
Every single race on.
Woo! Boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. They everywhere, family. Everywhere you look, everywhere you turn. This is exactly what's happening. We're going to drop real game and we're going to connect all the dots. So you see, fam, you can't separate the body from the soul. You can't separate the mental from the spiritual. It all goes hand in hand. Notice, y'all, he came in the same exact way. They're always coming in very, very friendly, right? You notice that? It's always some friendship. We kind of the same, right? We all the friends, right? What the hell did that have to do anything about Black people? Fam, he only used Black people as a prop so he can get inside and he can start pushing all of that type of energy that he was on. You understand where I'm coming from? But we're not done with that, fam. We understand exactly the way these people been moving, and we've been watching it because Black Americans, we're very frequency-based people. Remember, y'all, when we say frequency, we have a whole different meaning to it. When we say frequency, we're literally talking about the energy amongst us. When they say frequency, they're literally just talking about the frequency on the damn radio dial, the radio station frequency. We don't mean that. When we say vibration, we mean energy. They mean something vibrates. When we say energy, we're talking about the frequency and the soul, the spirit. When they say it, they really just mean something gets hot or cold. We got a whole different vibration and we move differently. So therefore, the fact that we move differently, it's allowing us to go in spaces that they're not allowed to. It puts us in a position, family, where Black Americans can duck and dodge, stick and move, bob and weave. And that's the type of energy that's been changing the world. I say that to say this. I want everybody to notice when you start to see all these different people take some type of interest in Black Americans, it's never a good thing. It's never a good thing. And when I tell y'all that they always pop up and they start trying to tie us in to everybody, and they have these very strange individuals tying us into everybody, that's exactly what I mean. How many of y'all seen at the damn thing, they done pulled out Shabusi? Did y'all see that? What the hell was Shabusi doing there, family? Why in the hell was Shabusi at the damn Oscars, fam? If this doesn't tell you even further that there's a whole agenda there, and brothers and sisters is calling it out, because people are sitting there and they want to know, what the hell was Shabusi even there for? Watch.
Why was Delroy nominated for Best Supporting Actor over Miles Catton? If they were going to nominate Delroy, then they might as well have nominated Cornbread. At least he got bit. I didn't understand why they nominated Delroy. It feels like because he'd been in the game for a while, they just kind of threw him an alley-oop. But it kind of seems unfair because that nomination should have went to Miles Catton. I'm so happy that award season is finally over. They got it right. Michael B. Jordan got his Oscar, baby, because it was well-deserved. But again, I'm already seeing the chatter of, well, you know, Marty Supreme was nominated so many times and they didn't win one Oscar and he should have kept his mouth shut. So they're saying that he didn't win because of his comment about the ballet. But I am just so happy for Michael B. Jordan. The other thing is the performance from Sinners was so good. It didn't have the same impact that it had in the movie, but it was really good. They had them people crip walking on that stage. The ballerina at the end, she came out of retirement to go do that performance, baby. Why was Shabuzi there? Why was Delroy nominated for Best Supporting Actor over...
Family, the man didn't look like he had no business being there at all. What the hell did this have to do with Shabuzi? Shabuzi ain't had no business being there at all, and everybody was looking at him saying, what? What the hell are you here for? That let you know, family, they was trying to take every opportunity to be opportunist so they can try to get in on it. This is a whole play all the way up to the top where they'll just drop anybody into our spaces and try to have all of them damn people running some type of game on Black Americans, but we weren't going for it. And he knew, I'm going to tell you something, fam. I'm going to say this all the way live, y'all. He knew better. And I'm going to tell you why he knew better. He didn't have that same look that he had at the Grammys. He almost had that he was afraid look. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Yeah, they was robbing brothers and sisters all the way on that. Absolutely. Y'all notice how Shabuzi seemed out of place because Shabuzi, he understood that we watching his ass because we knew he tried to pull at the Grammys. That's why he was ducking. He didn't want to be in the camera. He was hiding. He was out there, fam, because he knows, and everybody knows, everything that we just named about all those evil spirits that these people are trying to place on us. Not only are we rebuking all of that, family, we G-checking it too, and we regulating it. And they know that Black Americans are as aware as ever, and we ain't playing none of that. We ain't going for them games. So the fact that they see these regulators and we got their eyes locked in, then they already can see they got to duck from them damn cameras. They got to duck from them cameras. They got to stay away from them cameras because Black Americans have made a hell of a lot of people uncomfortable. I mean, a hell of a lot of them. And family, the more you watch these people and how uncomfortable they are, the more you start to see them pull out any goddamn body. I'm telling you, fam, they just pulling folks off the street. Anybody off the damn street. But after Sinners, you start to see everybody now wants to be Black American. They always wanted to be Black Americans by fashion and style, but now they want to be Black Americans in literally our positions and where we're at. And every day more people pop up and they're trying to tie us all the way in. Family, look at this guy right here. Look at this dude. This dude tried to come out and he said the same exact thing they've all been saying. Latinos, he said, are going to be the hardest on board, but watch how he says Black Americans are people of color.
Realize it's something I'm starting to realize. It's going to be harder to get these Migos on the same page as us than I thought. The Black Americans and the Caribbeans, yeah, we know we the same. We got our differences and shit, but overall, we know we the same. The Black Americans and the Caribbeans, yeah, we know we the same. Yeah, we know we the same. We got our differences and shit, but overall, we know we the same. The Migos, I can't say that. They really do. We feel as though we different. Not just because we look different, but I definitely believe their origins is different. I don't know where they think their origins are, but some of them don't really fuck with us. You see how the Dominicans treat the Haitians. You feel me? And that's just on the same island. Just imagine motherfucking continent to continent. Women. But one thing for sure, I want all the American Indians, the Latinos to know, bro, we is the same. Black Americans, Caribbeans, and the Latinos, we all American Indians. And y'all need to fucking do y'all research and go find where you really originate from. Because we the same.
We're the same. We're the same. But you want to come over here with the same game and try to tie us in to you. Remember that, family. It's only the same when it's us allowing them in. Anytime it's for them, they just over there. Family, we got our eyes on everybody. Can't nobody get past us, family. We are the most spiritually solid, spiritually strong, spiritually protected as we've ever been. That's why I'm always telling people, fam, we stronger than ever. I mean that stuff, y'all. When I tell you we stronger than ever, you can feel it. You can feel the energy, and we're matching their energy. That's what we tell people, right? Match energy. Well, we're matching the energy, family, and we're exceeding the energy. Can't nobody compete with Black Americans mentally, physically, spiritually, in no aspects, in no regard. And I mean that. And family, when I tell you this, the main thing that you always got to watch out for is these tethers who pop around. And remember, y'all, the tethers are always being escorted into the community. And family, this wouldn't be a conversation about spirituality without bringing up people like this right here. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. We about to talk about Mr. Remick here. Yes, the hell we are. You ain't lying. The last guy did look like that damn Black Panther dude, didn't he? That dude was looking real Hugo Flea. Good point out. Family, though, look at your screen, and I'm going to show y'all something that I know that you're aware of. Family, when we say that these people are trying to con us and they're being energy vampires, I mean it. I've already showed you Mr. Latino popping up, and they're trying to be tether vampires. I showed you 3 or 4 Africans, a couple Caribbeans, and they're all trying to be energy vampires. Hell, they're telling you they are. Let me show y'all the mainstay of all of that. Fam, this has gotten to the point where these individuals are now saying that they are retired, recovering, reformed racists. The Remick community has entered the chat. I told y'all I was going to go down the list. I showed y'all Jackie Chan and Lucy Liu. Now let me show you Miracle Whip, Melissa, Mayo, Meth Head. Watch.
I'm a racist. Trying not to be. Trying to deconstruct that. I have been working on it for about 15 years. And another creator on here that I follow named Brandy, I will tag her in this, did a video, I think it was a couple of days ago, about what white women's role in the anti-racist movement is and how we need to be looking in the mirror. And
you ain't gonna look in the mirror because you ain't gonna see a reflection. Fam boy, hey, they doing this to themselves. They're the ones out here dropping all of these metaphors about vampires. Maybe because it's not a metaphor, it's real. Fam, they talking about sinking teeth. They talking about energy. They talking about looking in the mirror. What the hell else you gonna take from this? Fam, she's saying that she is a reformed racist so she can get invited in the juke joint. I'm not lying.
I'm a racist. Trying not to be, trying to deconstruct that. I have been working on it for about 15 years. And another creator on here that I follow named Brandy, I will tag her in this, did a video, I think it was a couple of days ago, about what white women's role in the anti-racist movement is and how we need to be looking in the mirror and not be going around pointing our fingers at what everybody else is doing and like being the hall monitors of the world. And it really struck a chord with me because I feel like I've kind of been doing that and maybe I need to stop. Like, I make videos about deconstructing. I talk about my experience, but I also try to reach people where they are and have them push back on their own narratives and think about where these ideas come from and like what the racism in their own lives looks like.
Who you trying to fool, Mayo? Who you trying to trick, Mayo? We ain't going for none of that. Family, look how desperate they getting out here, y'all. Look at this. Fam, every day. It's these, I'm not really racist. I love black folks. It's these, we's all blacks, brother. It's these, we's all people of color, brothers and sisters. Look at these folks overly trying to convince Black Americans that we need to get on board with them. Look at these people trying to overly convince Black Americans that we're all on the same page. They don't make these videos for nobody else, y'all. It is only with us because they're trying to get the most precious, valuable thing on the planet, FBA energy.
Like, and I know I still have work to do on myself. I want to be part of the solution. So I want to help other people deconstruct and get through it, but I haven't even gotten all the way through it myself. I feel like it's a continuous journey. She gave some specific examples of microaggressions. And I feel like I still have some of those, like using terms that are based in racism and not even realizing it or not putting in the work to stop using them. So that's something I'm going to work on, is not using phrases that are based in slavery or racism, just trying to be more.
How many of y'all don't believe her? It ain't even a matter of how many of y'all do believe her. How many of y'all don't believe her? And if you do believe her, then this ain't the place for you. You need to exit stage left. Checkmate.
More aware of that. She also suggested a few books. I'm going to get one of them. I'm going to put the list up on the screen here. And if you're so inclined to tell me which one you think is the best one to start with, then please do. If not, that's cool. I will figure it out. I'm going to still make videos and show that journey. And hopefully people will resonate with that and will come along with me and think through some of these things with me. Brandy really made me think about really trying to do more work on myself because.
Nice try. Doors is closed. You can't come in. Sit your ass outdoors. Hell no. Absolutely. Once a racist, always a racist. Let me tell you something, fam. You can retire from being a bus driver. You can retire from the United States military. You can retire from being a cashier, a clerk. You don't ever retire from being a damn supremacist. Let's make that crystal clear. So miss me with the whole, I'm really trying to see what I did wrong. Fam, that was extra Remick. Tell me that wasn't Remick right there. But notice again, family, you don't see this anywhere else. Fam, look what I just showed you. I just showed you everybody on the earth, every community from every continent. They all sitting in front of TikTok. They're all making videos, and they're always trying to be persuasive towards us. You don't see this with nobody else. Fam, when was the last time you seen these videos with anybody? I don't see people trying to persuade Mexicans so they can be a part of them. I don't see people trying to persuade Jamaicans so they can be a part of them. Fam, everything from the meth heads, all the way to the teriyakis, all the way to the chicken chow mains, to the taco truck, to the jollof. They're all trying to get inside of our house because we possess the most valuable thing known to man, and that is foundational Black American energy. Because with foundational Black American energy comes foundational Black American perseverance, foundational Black American strength, foundational Black American innovations, foundational Black American warrior class. Everything that I just named are things that we've been providing to the earth. Everything that I just named are things that they go without. They lack those possessions. So the fact that we got it all is the reason why they want in. It's the same exact way with sinners. The music that they were creating, all of them W's know they couldn't do it. It wasn't a matter of music because the music, they was out there singing all their damn songs. They was kicking their legs and picking poor Robin clean. It wasn't a matter of making music. It was a matter of making music like ours. So if you ever want to know if you're the best, look how everybody wants a piece of it, family. We are living in a real modern day Sinners. And the movie Sinners was exactly just for that. That's why it won the Oscars. Let me show y'all even further, family. We know how we get down. We know that we certified. These individuals are going to find out. And when I tell y'all they're going to find out, there's only one way to find out, the hard way. And Black Americans, we don't go for the stuff that they go for. Look at this right here, family. The reason why these people are so focused on Black American energy, because look at their energy. Family, this is going to disturb you, but I know what every one of y'all gonna say. Hey, listen, ho. Before I play this, let me look at y'all in the eyes real quick. Let me look at y'all real quick. I already know what all y'all about to say. And if you don't say it, you're gonna think it. I'm gonna hit play on this. Y'all gonna watch this video, and everybody in the chat is gonna say that shit would never happen to no damn Black American. I bet your ass wouldn't. I wish your ass would. Watch what I'm about to show you, and the first instant thought you're gonna have is you'll never do that to us because we different. Look at this, family. This right here is why they ain't us.
You might never eat, and you shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up now. Go. There. I don't want to see your ugly face anymore. Make it sound, make it fucking orangutan moves. No, say that word. You're not an orangutan. You're not a cool guy. You're just an asshole. This one. And I want you to leave right now. Now. Out of my office. Out of my office. You fucker. Now. Leave. 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 Leave!
Y'all already saying it. Y'all already saying it, fam. We know what it is. Look at them. Look at dude. Look at him, fam. The bar is split right down the middle of his face. One eye is that way. One eye is that way. Look at her. You gonna get jumped pulling that with FBA. Let me tell you something. Our brother gonna take off on you. Our sister gonna take off on you. And together, we gonna be taking off on you. This is in your home turf. And you letting these people check you like this. Look at her, fam. She ain't even making eye contact. Look how scared she looks. Look how afraid she is. Don't let nobody talk to you like that. Our babies wouldn't let nobody try to play them like that. Look at this, fam. Don't tell me FBA ain't on a different type of vibration. Let's go, man. Let's go.
No, you're not a cool guy. You're just an asshole. That's all. And I want you to leave right now. Now. Out of my office. Out of my office. You fucker. Now. Leave. 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 Leave! He's my employee, and you shut the fuck up!
Damn! Fam, the dude done blew a snot rocket on him. Damn! That's what it is, y'all. That's the difference between us and them, family. Look how that just went down. No, 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 hell no. Never in your life would you ever do that to a foundational Black American. Because there's going to be some consequences and repercussions. And I don't care where the FBA is from, family. It could be a foundational Black American from the Midwest, from the East Coast, from the West Coast, from the South. You know how we get busy. That had never happened. And notice, y'all, they were scared. They were afraid. I want you to multiply that by about 3 billion. And that's why the diaspora is in the position that it's in. Now, do you see why they want our energy? Now, do you see why we're talking about real life tether centers, family? This is why. It's because those individuals lack what we have as individuals and as a collective. They don't have that FBA Mujara spirit. And if they had that FBA Mujara spirit, that whole goddamn room would have been cleared out. But they don't clear out the room and they allow somebody to do that. See, energy is very strong, family. Energy is very strong. The energy that allowed that man to do that was already set in place. Let me tell you something. Before that ever happened to them two, and the woman was scared, boy, she was petrified, looking all over the place. That wouldn't have been no certified sister. There wouldn't have been no certified sister, family. Remember, our women are the only women on the planet that ever done threw blows at the supremacists. And then when you add the brothers, then damn it, we got the best combination on the planet, the dynamic duo. And you see right there that they fell all the way back. They're afraid. Energy is very strong because before that ever happened to those two, their ancestors set them up that way. See, let me tell y'all, fam, by the time energy is affecting people to where they're that afraid and they're letting somebody talk to them like that, that energy of being passive and docile, that been done passed down. Fam, that has been passed down. They got the cowardice genes from their family. Their family handed that down to them. And I'm telling you now, those two will pass that energy down to their kids. These people don't try us like that because there will be consequences and repercussions. And you know what I'm talking about. That stuff all gets passed down and they just accept it. And foundational Black Americans, we ain't going for that. And the world knows that we ain't going for that. And the world knows that we pass down that certified rod of energy so we prevent it from ever happening. But this is what happens, y'all, when these people are popping up. So, fam, that was basically vampire on vampire because both of those represent a vampiric community. And that vampiric community comes from them. Fam, we have entered the Tether Transylvania. Okay, this is Tether Transylvania, and they got all these damn people running around here on that energy. And I'm gonna tell you the type of energy that has been going on for quite some time. I don't go onto all these social media sites. When I do go, me and my sister Natural go up in there and hit them with that rat-a-tat-tat, and then we get back to business because that's the only way you can go. interviewing tethers. Okay, we talking about interview with a vampire. We ain't having no interview with a vampire tether. We're gonna check them, we're gonna go. But fam, when you do listen to these people and you do allow them to talk, do you know they running around here now saying that they are foundational Black Americans? I showed you the other vampire who said, well, if the boat stopped and the boat went, then technically I'd be you. Now I'm going to show y'all some of them over there on TikTok, fam. They are openly just saying they are straight up vampires, and they're saying they're FBA. This is what happens when you let these people fester. Watch.
Hey, I mean, I know, listen, I know, Marlon, I know you ain't got to say it. I already know. But technically speaking, y'all the original FBA. So, the original
the Caribbean
OGs.
and South of the FBA. Technically, Caribbean and South Americans are the OG FBA.
That's not true.
It is. By definition, it is.
It's not.
Literally,
what is the FBA?
Because literally speaking, you had to grab slaves from where?
Fam, are they saying they're the original FBAs now? Damn.
They had you had to grab slaves from the Caribbean and South America.
Listen, y'all gotta stop doing that.
It's just what it is.
Y'all gotta stop doing that.
They
You
weren't
gotta stop doing that.
Jamaican or Haitian or anything back then. They were enslaved Africans.
And not only that,
I agree with you.
The
It's
whole
just-
reason why I feel, and once you correct me if I'm wrong, they are trying to distinguish their own identity is for this. You cannot lump us all in one. Don't do that.
FBA. I mean,
hell no. I wish a tether would. That conversation ain't going nowhere. We ain't even gonna get to that point. They're saying now that they are the original FBAs. And family, that's not the first time we've heard that. We've heard that before. That whole, we're the original FBAs. It really started off with us. We're the ones who started it all. We've heard that before, because if you remember, the Haitians were trying to stake claim to that. The Haitians were saying that they're really the first ones. The Haitians was running around here saying, well, we were really the first one because we was taken, and when they got took, they came back around. And when they did come back around, we was nowhere to be found. Family, how many different ways are these individuals going to try to get inside the house? How many different ways are these individuals going to try to take what's ours? There ain't no original FBAs that aren't FBAs. Family, the originals are the current. The past, the present, and the future is only one lineage. That is it. It's family, when I tell you these things are very, very spiritual, that's what I mean. See, foundational is a very, very spiritual term. And I'm going to tell you why foundational is a very, very spiritual term. Foundation goes back to every single element of life. When you say the foundation, you also include the founders. You also include the house. The strongest part of the house is what? The foundation. What's the strongest part of a tree? It's the trunk and it's the roots, the foundation. And what do we talk about? Root work. The roots are already there. Fam, everybody's been talking about roots in regards to black folks for how long? And these black folks right here is telling you the damn roots are the foundation. So family, they out here running around asking all these questions. We the question and the answer. It's easy like that. Foundational is a very, very, very powerful term because foundational encompasses everything. The founders, the foundation of the house, the foundation of the tree, the roots, everything. And family, we're not done when we tell these people that they can run around and come up with whatever they want to come up with, but it ain't going to bounce. Let me tell y'all something. I want everybody to see that they've been playing both sides. See, before they were out there trying to claim Michael B. Jordan, they were upset with Michael B. Jordan. Fam, we're going to expose all of this previous hate that they had for our brother Michael B. Jordan. We're not going to let everybody now try to say that Michael B. Jordan is really from Ghana. He's really an African. Hell no. Michael B. Jordan is foundational Black American on both sides, clear as day. But family, they were out there wishing all types of bad things on Michael B. Jordan. Yes, they were. They didn't want Michael B. Jordan to win the Oscar. Fam, I'm telling you right now, had Michael B. Jordan not said that his father flew in from Ghana, they would be on the internet right now trashing him. The same way they used to trash him when he tried to celebrate them with a drink. The only reason why they're acting like they got some newfound love affair for Michael B. Jordan is because he just mentioned Ghana one time. The man said, my dad flew in from Ghana. So family, if I flew in from California, I'm still from Georgia. If I flew in from Mississippi, I'm still from Georgia. These people are taking flew in now. So if you fly in from somewhere, an African gonna say, must be us. Must be us. Your colonizer flew in. You ain't claiming him, but he's claiming the back of your goddamn noggin with that damn bamboo. Why don't you claim that since everybody flying in? You don't let people fly into Africa, but you worried about people who flew from Africa over here to see their child celebrate. Fam, they never liked him. And before they were ever out here talking that talk about him, family, let me show y'all how they really felt about Michael B. Jordan. This was before the Oscars, and they were dogging him.
Mistake. I know I'm prepared for it. I will take the lashings. However, Michael B. Jordan is not going to win that Oscar, y'all. I'm sorry. And it's not going to be about race. Now, if Sinners doesn't win something about screenplay, something about the soundtrack, something about directing, the costumes, any of those other things, that will be about race. Right? But Michael B. Jordan's performance was not that good. It was cute. You know, for him, that is the best he had.
Wow. Fam, this is how they've always felt about Michael B. This is how they always thought about Michael B. Don't let them try to claim the brother that they was hating on before. Hell no.
Right? But Michael B. Jordan's performance was not that good. It was cute. You know, for him, that is the best he has ever done. But other folks were acting circles around him, one. And two, in comparison to the other people nominated. I'm so sorry, guys. And it pains me to come on here and say this, but I had this opinion the entire time watching him. There were times where I was like, I can't believe Ryan Coogler did not make him say that shit over again.
Wow.
And I don't want Timothée Chalamet to win. No, I don't. But y'all saying that you can't believe that a movie that's been out for 2 weeks won over Michael B. Jordan lets me know that y'all don't really pay attention for real. Because everybody knows that those people that are nominating and like reviewing the films get access to the films earlier than us. They get it mailed to their house, y'all. So they've seen the film. I want Sinners to win some awards, though. I really do. It deserves it. One of the best movies of last year. Hot take and unpopular opinion. I think that Nigerian weddings should not be serving Nigerian party food. I don't think that a wedding and a party should have the same types of food. Buffet style, jollof rice, rice and stew, the super dry chicken, because you know Nigerians don't like any meat.
This a whole Nigerian. This a whole Nigerian family. Now they want to come out here and talk that talk. Now they want to speak like they love the brother. You notice, fam, it's always what can you do for us? But they ain't done nothing for nobody. Hell, they ain't done for themselves. They don't like the fact that we exposing the fact that they never was rocking with Michael B. Jordan. They only do it when you got some success. That's what happens, fam. Wherever you go, success follows, and wherever success goes, they come running, okay? All they do is run. They run from their homeland, they run from their parents, they run from their ancestors, they run from their elders, and they run to wherever foundational Black Americans are because they want to get a little piece of it. Fam, when somebody gets to the point where they're a tether vampire is basically the most desperate individual that you will ever see. Why are they family? It's because they can't build at all. They can't get nothing. So they need what you got, and we won't allow them to. So they fall back in the process. Fam, let me show y'all exactly what it's all about. Fam, they can come up with whatever they want to say. They can talk whatever they want to talk. When I tell y'all that these people have been on full op time, that's exactly what it is. This is why we've been on full certified time. And if you certified all the damn time. Family, I'd be remiss if I didn't bring up, I don't know, somebody from a few days ago. Because there's a hell of a lot of these tether vampires that want your energy, that want to take what you got, that want to steal from you. And one of the ones we exposed a few days ago was Godfrey, Milk Dud Mutombo, and Joy Reid. And family, I want you guys to notice how these energy vampires are trying to take foundational Black American existence and remix it, blend it, and then give it back to us with an African touch to it. But we ain't going for it. All of the tether vampires, beware, because the regulators is in the house. Y'all look at this right here. Easy work. Remember when we was breaking this down, y'all? I want y'all to notice how Joy Reid starts saying that there's a bunch of different Black people and Black Americans are the oddballs. Watch this.
Civil rights, right? Because you're all the way in Africa. So when the two come together, it's like, you know, this thing that's happening, you know?
And I think the difference is that there are three sort of sets of Black people. They're in the diaspora. They're the Africans who were enslaved in their own home.
Yes.
You know, if you were Kikuyu or you were, you know, a Xhosa person in South Africa, they enslaved your ass right there. And you were, and when
Slaved in your own home means you got your ass whooped in your own home. Say it right.
they were done enslaving you, you got rid of them for the most part. They either left or they left behind their colonial system, but they colonized you in your own place where you live. Then you have people who were stolen and you either went to a country like a Brazil or to the Caribbean. And so you experienced just horrific, degrading slavery, but that was about enslaving people and then using their bodies up and then letting them die and then going and getting more. And so you had a more holistically Black culture because you really maintained your Africanness in a lot of ways. And then when you died, they just went and got a different person. You weren't like being bred like cattle. Chattel slavery really only took place in the United States and Canada. But mainly, right? And so this is a different mentality. These people were told that slavery was endemic to being Black.
These people, fam, notice it's always we, whenever they're trying to take. But notice how she keeps slipping in these people, those people, them people. See, family, they flip-flop when it's according to getting what they want. Oh, we about to roast.
The African Americans were sort of taught or told that just being Black or having any African ancestry meant that you were endemically a slave forever. That was not the case as much in the Caribbean or in Africa. They knew they had a 1,000-year-old culture in these African countries to fall back on to say, we're not endemically enslaved people. We don't come from slavery. Whereas in America, they tried to cut them off from their African.
We knew that we weren't all just slaves. We been knew that. Fam, she's sitting there trying to make it look like we didn't know. This is that Black Americans never knew better. This is y'all go through so much trauma. Y'all just don't understand all the bad things that happen. She's sitting there trying to tell us this, fam, we been knew that we didn't come from just slaves. Every last one of us got a grandparent that told us that we didn't come from no damn Africa and our history didn't start in slavery. Don't you ever talk on my damn lineage with your damn Congolese twist. You better take that somewhere else. This is our house. This is our home. And we been knew all that.
Africanness and said that Africanness doesn't matter. You're just a slave. Your whole history is a slave. You never learn anything about what your ancestral origins were or what kingdoms you came from. You never learned that. You just learned slavery. And so Black slavery in the U.S. was just unique. But the other thing I think that people who are from like where our families are from, what they don't recognize is that that kind of slavery caused African Americans to produce, I would say, the most dominant cultural force that's ever lived.
And that's why we see it spread. That's why we see it spread everywhere.
It's everywhere, and it doesn't come. It comes from Africa endemically, right? The food, the rice.
There you go. Then she still had to tie it into Africa. How the hell can you say we created the most dominant culture, and then right in your next breath you say it comes from Africa? Then that means we didn't create it. Fam, listen to how slick and sly she is. Look how phony she is. Look how fraudulent she is. This is the damn imposter right here. You on one hand gonna say we created the culture and then say, well, they got it from Africa though. They cannot just give us our due. That's why we taking it. You can have your hand out, you can have your bag out. Black Americans is snatching all that work.
Cultural force that's ever lived.
And that's why we see it spread. That's why we see it spread everywhere.
It's everywhere, and it doesn't come. It comes from Africa endemically, right? The food, the rice, the dishes they eat, the oxtail, everything. There's an Africanness to it, but its origin story is America. And so they create this thing that is, up until a certain point, we didn't even say African American when I was growing up. People would say, they used to say Negro, then they said African American, and blacks kind of rejected that. The term that Black Americans like is Black.
They like Black,
And so because it rolls over.
Jesse, bro?
Stop. No. Hold the hell up. No. Okay. We don't like Black. We are Black. Fam, that's what I was telling everybody a couple weeks ago, how they always try to make it look like it's a matter of belief or a matter of opinion. Oh, that's what they think. Oh, that's what it is. See, whenever you say you think something, that could be 50-50. It can come in, it can go. When we tell everybody we are Black, that's it, bottom line, point blank, family. All right, checkmate. And the fact that she's trying to sit there and try to make it look like every single thing we do, fam, she went through the food, she went through the music, and all this, we were secretly hardwired into Africa. That's what they want to do, family. Notice, everybody, I'm going to catch a little lie that they tell. I'm going to snatch their ass up. Notice how on one hand, they say they was cut off from everything. They didn't know nothing. Black Americans were so solo and on their own. And then on the next breath, they say we did everything because we was hardwired into Africa. 1 minute, we just some lost slaves who don't know shit. And then the next minute is, oh, you really got it from Africa because you still had it in you. How the hell on one hand you could say we was cut off from Africa, and then next minute you say we got everything from Africa? Maybe there wasn't no damn Africa. How about that one? Take that to the bank. There was no African connection when brothers and sisters was out there in them damn fields. There was no African connection when brothers and sisters were the indigenous, the aboriginals out here by ourselves. The last goddamn thing anybody was thinking about was in Africa. As a matter of fact, they didn't know what the hell in Africa was. Wasn't no damn chat. There wasn't no damn Google Maps, Google Earth. Fam, there wasn't even a damn paper map. There wasn't an atlas. Why they think that we sit there and we look at things and we like, ooh, look on this side of the globe. Whoa, we was way over there. Wasn't nobody thinking like that because we were so engulfed in being who we had already been. Hundreds of thousands of years of indigenous culture. And ain't nobody from the Congo who has no existing hairline on the back of her goddamn ankles, gonna talk to us about who we are. And what you have here, an African talking to two Africans about Black Americans, and then everything she's saying about Black Americans is wrong. But we gonna give it right. And what's right is that we are the original, we are the foundational, we are the indigenous, the aboriginals, and nothing came before us. Not at all. Not $2 Tonto, not $1 Tonto, not $0 Mutombo. All they asses was in the same failed ass homelands that they're in now, while Black Americans was building, was working, was shining, was grinding. And I know that pisses everybody off because deep down inside, you don't like us. Deep down inside, you want to bring us down. Deep down inside, you want Black Americans to put on the jacket of failure that your ass been wearing since you was a kid. You want us to be like them two people in that damn video that was getting people spitting on them. Black Americans don't play that. So you ain't gonna sit there and remix our culture and try to tell us, well, we was this here and that there. No, your ass was. We was over here being exceptional. The same exception that we are today.
Brought up African American Jesse Jackson.
Yeah, it was this idea of saying we're African, but in America.
Yeah.
But African, when I was growing up, being African was not cool. Us little four Africans.
We got made fun of.
So they were like, oh, the African booty scratcher. They like that, African booty scratcher, because African Americans trace their ancestry to Mississippi, to Alabama, to America. Yeah. But what they did.
And that's where it stops. And that's where it stops. Fam, ain't no I traced it to Mississippi and then Africa. No, hell no. Where you trace it to is where it stops. No, hell no. No. You ain't gonna run that, Joyless.
Is they took, there are 2,500 different indigenous groups in Africa. It's the most biodiverse continent on the planet. There's no more biodiversity anywhere like Africa. Right. And so people who are in those ships came from like some people, my people are Hausa, my father people are Hausa, some people are Igbo, some people are Hausa. Yeah, so we're Hausa people, right? So that's how we identify, you know what I mean? You take a Hausa person, an Igbo person, a Yoruba, and you throw them all in a ship. And they may speak each other's language or they may not, but they come from different tribes. You throw them all together, stick them in a slave ship, strip them of their identity. In a generation, they're not Hausa, they're not Igbo, they're not Yoruba, they're just Black.
Right.
No, they're not Black. No, they don't refer to themselves as Black. Oh, now you want to be Black now. Now you want to be Black. They were just saying a minute ago, they never referred to themselves as Black. See, fam, they want to be Black when it's convenient. We built this Black-ish, and this the motherfucking thanks we get. Fam, we taking all of this back from them. Let me tell you something. I'm going to make this clear for the world to hear. You ain't Black and Black don't want you. How about that one, fam? See, this ain't the 90s and the 80s where we was trying to tell people, you know you're Black, right? You know you're Black. All we got met with was resistance. See, what the Pan-Africans don't ever tell you, fam, is that Black Americans used to tell everybody, yeah, you Black. You know you're Black, right? You know you're Black. We did it their way. You know where everybody's Black? We used to see the Dominicans be like, hey, man, you know you're Black, right? Me no Black. See the Puerto Ricans. Hey, man, you know you're Black, right? Me no Black. They didn't give a damn if they was 8/10, 9/10 Black. They didn't want nothing to do with Black. The African would come over here, 15 shades darker than midnight, and tell us that he ain't Black. Well, then we got to the point. We said, well, good, F you then. If you ain't Black, good. Black don't want you. We own Blackness. We dominate Blackness. And ain't nobody who says that they not Black gonna try to get real Black when Black Americans step to the plate and start cashing them checks. If you wasn't Black before, your ass can't be Black now. Your ass don't get the Black invite. We having a Black cookout. We having a Black gathering. We having a Black family feud, and everybody understands that. Let me show y'all this right here, fam. This is what I mean. Yeah, me no Black. This is what I mean, fam. Watch her try to spin this and watch her try to twist this.
And so this culture of Blackness, of American Blackness,
it's a real culture.
Is powerful.
Right.
It's a new tribe. It's a unique tribe, and we need to respect it.
Some applicants that would say, you don't have a culture. Black Americans do. Are you fucking mind?
Come on.
Because half of you copy it.
Copy it.
Everybody copies Black American
Yes.
powerful culture. Because you said it's powerful. There's something different than magnetic about it. You know?
It's powerful and magnetic. There goes the energy that I was just talking about. It's powerful and magnetic. Fam, they're having a conversation about our energy. Fam, we don't sit down and talk about, woo, them Africans now, they got so much energy now. Woo, them Mexicans, man, they got energy. Boy, them Ukrainians, they got so much energy. They're having a tether vampire conversation. And in this tether vampire conversation, there you go. And did she just say that we're a new tribe? Fam, let me run that back. Did she say we're a new tribe? What you mean? We're older than all of your damn countries over there. Oh, we about to get to the bottom of this.
They all, you take a Hausa person, an Igbo person, a Yoruba, and you throw them all in a ship. And they may speak each other's language or they may not, but they come from different tribes. You throw them all together, stick them in a slave ship, strip them of their identity. In a generation, they're not Hausa, they're not Igbo, they're not Yoruba, they're just black. And so this culture of blackness, of American blackness,
it's a real culture.
Is powerful.
Right?
It's a new tribe. It's a unique tribe. And we need to.
She just said it's a new tribe, y'all. She just said it's a new tribe. First off, it ain't new. Second of all, we're a lineage, not no damn tribe. See, family, I'm not surprised the tribalism is popping off her forehead, okay? This is absolutely, family. Yes, absolutely, Yolanda. Energy vampires. You said it best, family. I couldn't have said it no better.
To respect
There are some Africans that would say, you don't have a culture. Black Americans do. Are you fucking mind?
Come on.
Because half of you copy it.
Copy it.
Everybody copies Black American culture. Because you said it's powerful. There's something different than magnetic about it, you know?
It's magnetic. It's a new tribe. They literally took out of many one. You want to talk about what's out of many one? It's all the, and look, they did the same with the white people because white people were all different. They were, you know, French and they were German, they were Bavarian, they hated each other.
Out of many one? Out of many one, fam, what she's trying to do right here, she's trying to make it look like it's all a bunch of Africans that make us up. Listen to what she just said. Out of many one? This is them trying to make it look like we were all just a bunch of enslaved Africans from West Africa and it all created us. No, the hell that is not the case. No, the hell we not standing for that. And no, the hell you better try something else. Out of many is one? No. One that many tries to cosplay.
It's powerful culture. Because you said it's powerful. There's something different than magnetic about it, you know?
It's magnetic. It's a new tribe. They literally took out of many one. You want to talk about what's out of many one? It's all the, and look, they did the same with the white people because white people were all different. They were, you know, French and they were German, they were Bavarian, they hated each other's guts. And they amalgamated them all into something called white. And then they amalgamated all of the blacks into something called black. They invented these things. These things didn't exist in the 16th century. And they're all false. They're not real. But they took away the thing that most humans organize themselves by, which is tribe.
They're all false and they're not real. Y'all notice she just threw that in there, right? Notice, fam, she just threw that in there. Oh, there's all these things and they're not real. What ain't real, Joyless? What you talking about, Hairless?
You know, French and they were German, they were Bavarian, they hated each other's guts. And they amalgamated them all into something called white. And then they amalgamated all of the blacks into something called black. They invented these things. These things didn't exist in the 16th century. And they're all false. They're not real. But they took away the thing that most humans organize themselves by, which is tribe.
No. We don't organize by tribe. Y'all organize by tribe. And guess what y'all do? Y'all deprive each other from food based on tribe. You have civil wars based on tribe. You guys have conflicts based on tribe, feuding and fighting based off tribe. You ain't gonna put your tribalism on us. I want everybody to see the way that she was trying to, in a very dusty ass way, put that tribalism on black folks. She said blackness doesn't exist. It's made up. And then she turned around and said, we're a new tribe. And then she said that we all judge each other based on tribe. And black Americans ain't new. Black Americans have been in North America before half of them damn countries in Africa even existed. Them countries in Africa where y'all got so much tribalism, where y'all was feuding and fighting, y'all asses was going back and forth with one another, not knowing what the hell to do, while the W came over there and he started naming y'all like a newborn baby. So if anybody's new, it's y'all. If anybody just showed up, it's y'all. We've been here and we've been holding it down. So don't you ever talk about foundational Black American lineage and try to put it on a tribe. Don't you ever talk about foundational Black American lineage without referencing Black, B-L-A-C-K. That is what we are all about. And while we've been over here standing on blackness, fam, it's been going down bad. Let me tell y'all something, y'all. Let me say this, and I mean this, y'all, straight up from right here. We done caught a hell of a lot of hard times by standing on being black. And we be damned if somebody gonna come over here and disrespect black. Yeah, certified black, foundational black. Say it loud, I'm black and I'm proud. Black is beautiful. Beautiful is always black. Y'all know how much shit we done caught from standing on blackness? Newsflash to the whole damn earth. Nobody likes blackness. Everybody got a problem with blackness. We the only ones on this planet, third rock from the sun, 7 billion people living and breathing right now, that's been standing over here, arms crossed, folded up, G-boy stance, and saying, hell yeah, I'm black. What you gonna do about it? And anytime somebody thought they wanted to do something about it, they asses thought they woke up in the damn hospital, and then they realized they did. Ain't nobody gonna ever come around here and disrespect blackness, fam. Remember that, y'all. Our ancestors were unalived based on blackness. Our elders unalived based on blackness. Trayvon Martin, Mike Brown, blackness. Where you want to go with this, fam? Blackness has brought a lot of heat our way, and we stick our chest out and we handle it. So for you to come over here and play games with blackness, man, we ain't going on none of that. Blackness will be respected because the only black people that matter are us. And if you think that you're going to say something different, then I know your ass is going to get checked. And that thought your ass woke up in the hospital, your ass is going to wake up in that wheelchair because black Americans know the way the game go. Fam, I'm not done. Let me show y'all even further. Emmett Till, shout out. Yep, good point. All these people out here getting harmed based on blackness, and you going to come around here and say, well, what is black now? Fam, let me show y'all this right here. This is what I mean. This is what I mean. Absolutely, fam. We done put blood on this soil. Straight up and down. Y'all look at this. This is now more vampires done entered the room. Watch.
Hating that these FBA people coming together like they found out. Bro, I'm really hating that these FBA people coming together like they found out something new, talking about we didn't all come from Africa. No fucking, they literally told us that. If you know what the fucking transatlantic trade was, it tells you we all ain't came from the same place, bro. Like, just because you got a parent or a grandparent that's been in America since the 1500s, 1400s, bro, that's you. That's you. Everybody not like that. Everybody don't know, how far they lineage go back. And that is byproduct of slavery. So come on, man. Stop with all this nonsense, bro. Let's get back to common sense and understand that the black diaspora is bigger than just the black American.
Oh, there we go, y'all. Let's go. Smash the like button, baby. We cooking. There it is, family. What you mean the black diaspora is bigger than just black Americans? Well, we ain't a part of it. And what you mean we don't know where we come from? We do. Black Americans been known. Family, are they so upset that we know exactly who we are and they don't? Are they so upset that we don't run from being a foundational black American family? What the hell is so hard about this? We're black Americans. This is our turf. This is our soil. We done put everything in this game and we love it with a passion. I told everybody in Washington, D.C. at the Rally for Reparations, I said that we didn't just build America, we created America. We're made in America. We're born in America and raised in America. We're from America, so we love America, and they not like us because we run America. I told they ass 2 years ago, 3 blocks from the White House, on stage in front of thousands of people for the world to hear forever. I don't know why they got it so fucked up. I made it crystal clear. Y'all know one thing about us black Americans. We don't say things half-assed. We say it directly. If you pretend that you don't know what we saying, your ass is lying. Because black Americans can't put it more clear than that. We're from America, so we love America. We created America. We're born in America and raised in America. We maintain and we sustain America. So as I tell people all the time, we are foundational black Americans, and foundational black Americans are foundational black America. Put it right. And family, you done got a lot of these people so afraid. I don't know what y'all certifiers is out there doing, but I know one thing for certain. Y'all done pissed off a lot of people. We done went down the list and I showed you. I showed you Remick, Sinners. And then I showed you the Mayo lady who said that she won't be racist no more. She wants to recover. I showed y'all all the African folks and all that we want to sink our teeth in you. I showed you all the Lucy Liu's and the Jackie Chans, and they were talking about our energy. Family, there's another group of people that showed up in Sinners, and they was trying to act like us. They was trying to be like us. And those were the natives, the $2 tontos in the beginning. Y'all remember in the beginning of Sinners, for those who've seen Sinners, y'all remember how they was trying to run around and they was trying to make it look like the old folks, the natives, were going to like save the day. Y'all remember that, family? Shout out to Ryan Coogler, fan, for that. Because what they wanted it to be was the natives that you seen, or the $2 tontos in the beginning. What they wanted that to be, family, they wanted them to show up at the end and save the day. Y'all remember that, fam? Y'all remember that? Matter of fact, if y'all remember, Joy Reid brought that up. Joy Reid was like, it was the natives who told y'all and we left. Y'all remember all the videos that they was coming out? And I should give a big shout out to Ryan Coogler, because he said, hell no. Smoke and Stack gonna save the damn day. Smoke and Stack is gonna be on this. He didn't pivot off of Black Americans. And a lot of folks really wanted everything for the damn $2 tontos that was in the beginning to show up at the end. Like we was all scared and we was beaten, and then the door bust open and all the $2 tontos come in there and beat up Remick and save us like we they little hoes. Y'all know what I'm talking about, family. That's not what it was. Hell to the no. Hell no. Not on this turf. So, family, the very fact that I showed you all these different communities that you've seen in Sinners, and I showed you all of that in real life, one has got to be, we are the best channel on the planet Earth. Number one, baby. And then it also has to be the fact that it goes down for real. Let's show everybody how them individuals is talking. Watch this, family. This man is talking about Black Americans, and this man represents the $2 tonto community. Sinners Op number 5 has just entered the broadcast.
If you think about it, there are two groups in present-day United States saying that they're indigenous to America. Okay, two groups. The first group are from Central America, okay? And we all know that they are indigenous to this area, okay? We just know it, right? The only people fighting against that are this other group who's saying they're indigenous. This other group is going to Central America and North America saying that they're the original people there, right? And if you think about it, this group of people comes from where all our troubles come from.
Wow.
Right? Which is, right, the other side of the ocean, right? All the settlers came from there. All the religions came from there. Okay? Do you know what I'm saying? They all came from the other side of the ocean. Why do they come here and do this stuff, right? If you think about it. And they're the only group of people doing that. If you think about it, you don't see like Chinese people here coming and saying stuff like that. You don't see Russian.
Oh, well, because that's your cousins. Oh, damn, you talk about your cousins, bro. Them your folk right there, partner. That's your people, bruzzo. Fam, he talking about this because you talking about Chinese people. That's your cousins. That's where you come from. Matter of fact, how do I know? Because I done seen some folks from that area, Siberians, and they said, come on home. They said, phone home, Tonto. Come on back, dog. There you go. Talk about your people, partner.
Nah. If you think about it, you don't see like Chinese people here coming and saying stuff like that. You don't see Russians doing that. You don't see Arabs doing that, right? You get it? You only see one real specific group of people trying to say they actually were here first and they're indigenous to this country, saying that this land belongs to them. And they're doing it now, right? During the end times. Why didn't they bring this stuff up 100 years ago? Right?
Our grandparents did bring it up 100 years ago. Why your people was hiding the fact that you are from Siberia. Yep. You are Siberian and you are Ricky Martin. Both together. This is Siberian Martin. This is Ricky Siberia. But let me tell you what you ain't. Aboriginal American. That belongs to us.
In 1926, 1950s, right? Why did they wait until 2020 to start this notion? And then when you think about it, like they deny their ancestry, which means they don't have any ancestors anywhere.
Wow.
They don't have any written history about them anywhere. Right? They don't really come from anywhere. Nobody wants to lay claim to them either. They just kind of popped up. Right? If you think about
we just popped up, fam. This man high off of that goddamn reservation dust. He over there sipping on some of that Tijuana drink. I don't know where this man coming from, but watch, my good brothers and sisters. Family. The fact that we just went on a great conversation about black. Watch how he spends all this on the black. As I told everybody, we've been out here putting in work for blackness. We've been standing on business for blackness. We've been pushing out blackness into the stratosphere. Nobody's going to disrespect black because that's what they really got a problem with. Notice, fam, all the people who are anti-black and all the melanated people, they're the ones who are the most angry. Look at this right here. Watch how he starts saying, and then you call yourself a color. Watch.
Are you starting to see what I'm saying? It's like, who are these people really? When you really get down to it, who are these people really? Right? Where do they come from? And why are they saying the things they say?
We come from the place that your ass wishes you was from. You notice he's saying, where did we come from? I know where you come from. You better go take a swim across that Pacific Ocean and holler at me when you touch down over in Siberia, because I just got off the phone with your Siberian cousin and he said, what's happening, Tonto?
Where are they getting this notion, right? Do you get what I'm saying? When you think about it, they have no proof of anything they say. They misconstrue history to try to fit a narrative, but everybody sees everything they're saying. Right? If you think about it, they don't really come from anywhere, do they? If you think about it, there are two groups.
Family, this is who we dealing with. These type of folks.
Saying. And then they identify themselves not even as an ethnic background. They identify themselves as a color. What's that all about? Right? They don't identify themselves with any ethnic group on this planet. Right? Even the people that come from the same place that they came from know they came from over there and aren't talking like these individuals. Right? The people who came from the same place these people came from identifies themselves with the place that they came from. But this certain group of individuals identify themselves with a color, which is not a race or ethnicity.
And you are not an American, and you will be deported. And I will identify you as $2 Tonto number 15 and a half in the back of Tom Homan's ice truck. Because remember, if you're so American, how come your people are getting deported? Mine aren't. Non-deportable team. Checkmate. Fam, that's what we're talking about. Those were the same people that were in centers that people were trying to make the saviors, the heroes. And shout out again to the cast and shout out again to Ryan Coogler for disallowing that to happen. Let's make this clear, family. He's afraid right now. He's afraid of a lot of things. One, he's afraid that he looks like he needs to jump in the damn washer. Okay. The washing machine, family, he needs to just dive in. All right. You don't even need to put clothes in there. You just need to jump your whole body in that goddamn thing. Put that MF on rinse and spin and sit in it for about 45 minutes. And then when you get out, do another 45 because you looking dusty, musty, and always rusty. And put the reservation drink down. And then holler at your people back in Siberia because they're looking for you. And then them $2 that you got left, you need to take those $2 that you got left, and then you need to go ahead and make a call and holler at your nearest ICE facility so you can go get your mama out of there because I heard your mama in there, and I heard she's on both of her knees. Goddamn. $2 Tonto for the blow. Listen right here, brothers and sisters. These people from all of these different communities all want to stake claim in Black America. This is why Centers was so dominant and prominent, because it triggered a lot of things that we've been seeing. Damn what they talk about. I'm talking about what we know. And they've been sending out all of these individuals to try to take a piece of Black American culture, but Black Americans in the reparations generation, FBA Renaissance, been returning that stuff to sender, checking them on site, regulating on site, keeping it all the way real, and never changing how we feel. If you look right here, brothers and sisters, that's only one individual. I want y'all to look at this person. You want to talk about lost family and can't be found. You got this whole wave right now of these people talking about they felt the vibration, they felt the energy. You ain't feel nothing. And if you did feel something, you felt it from being a foundational Black American. Because we've been watching the way that these people been operating. And let me tell you something. Every last one of these groups who come to the United States of America, Black Americans know they MO. See, they don't like the fact that we know what they on and they can't hide it no more. You know what I'm talking about, family? Let's talk that talk, y'all. Let's talk that talk. They can no longer hide who they are, and that disturbs them. They remember a time where they could just hide because they had names, they had dates, they had parties, everything could protect them. Now we sitting there saying, $2 Tonto, we know where your ass is from. Then you get videos like that with Mr. I need to jump in the goddamn washing machine and put the damn meth down. Ain't nothing worse than Tonto meth, boy. Boy, that be whooping their ass, boy. That Tonto meth had ass gone. And that's why his ass was gone, because he high as a kite. Foundational Black Americans been seeing a lot of this energy, and we've been checking it. Y'all look at this right here, family. Yes, I love that comment. So glad God made us FBAs. No other way. Look at this right here, fam. Native Americans deserve everything. Y'all watch how this individual is trying to pull another tether vampire tactic that we ain't going for it. Let's go.
While I was there, I visited the Native American Museum, and when I tell you the tears I cried, let's get into it. First of all, I have this really deep connection and protective feeling over Native Americans. And a lot of people will say like, oh, there's some Native Americans that don't like Black people. I don't care. Maybe I'm stupid, maybe I'm dumb, I don't care. But I don't know if it's like one.
Not maybe you are, you definitely are. I'm glad you admitted it. Definitely that way.
Like Black people, I don't care. Maybe I'm stupid, maybe I'm dumb, I don't care. But I don't know if it's like once I really learned the history, because you know the propaganda they teach us in school. I learned about the history of Native Americans on my own when I was very young. And since then, I've had this, like, I've written papers about it. I've talked to Indigenous people about it. I feel strongly about these feelings. I don't care what your personal beliefs are. This is how I feel. I say all that to say my spiritual journey is incredibly, and you know what, now that I think about it, I definitely have an ancestor that's Native, because I have a great grandfather who refuses to talk about his Native side because one of his parents was Native. And that was because way back when, Black people and Native Americans were not supposed to intermingle at all. And so he refuses to talk about that side, which is quite sad. But I know that there's an ancestor, and I could feel, listen, this is where it gets woo-woo, click off at this time. But I could feel that ancestor being like, you need to learn about this. You need to cry. You need to feel these feelings, because this is how I felt. This is how.
Stop. Listen to how she got an ancestor trying to tell her, but she wants to be up on Mr. Tonto's NUTs. Y'all noticing this, family? Listen to her. The answer, he didn't want to tell me, and I knew it was something. This is what happens when you run around here and you think somebody else is really our lineage.
Refuses to talk about that side, which is quite sad. But I know that there's an ancestor, and I could feel, listen, this is where it gets woo-woo, click off at this time. But I could feel that ancestor being like, you need to learn about this. You need to cry. You need to feel these feelings, because this is how I felt. This is how I feel. And I mean, I could go into the actual facts of Native American history and why it's so important to not erase what they went through, and along with what Black people went through, because I feel like they definitely go hand in hand. A lot more, there's a lot more parallels than people realize. So I went to DC over the weekend.
Oh, no. Well, first off, you don't need to worry about going to DC. You need to worry about going to the short bus. because that's where you stay at. Listen, family, this person right here, you notice what she's trying to do. She's saying there's parallels between us. Ain't no damn parallels. We are who they say they are. We are who they want to be. We and our history is solid. Theirs is just a carbon copy of us. Remember, y'all, $2 Tonto is the original tether. That's what it is. And I've been saying that for a long time, family. The original tether is $2 Tonto. Yes, they were the ones from way back in the day that are doing what the illegals are doing now. Everything that we see now is an exact replica of how our ancestors were handling them way back then, family. So when she's sitting there talking about the ancestor presence that she felt, really what that is her ancestors, if she's even a Black American, are saying, what the hell are you talking about? You is dumb as hell, a box of rocks. That's what they're really saying to her, family. She's sitting there thinking that the Black American presence is attributed to the $2 Tontos, and the $2 Tontos is taking it and running. This is why I tell people, be very cautious who you pray to. Black Americans, we in here deep right now, family. We in here deep, 3,000. We almost about 3.2 thousand, family. Checkmate. Listen, brothers and sisters, haven't you always got told a long time ago, family, be careful about who you pray to or how you pray or what you do, because you might be opening the door and thinking that you're talking to something that's positive and it's negative, think that you're talking to a good spirit and it's a bad spirit. Praying to an African-American ancestor is equivalent to you praying to a demonic spirit. And I'm going to tell you why. Because an African-American ancestor doesn't exist for us. Praying to the $2 Tonto version, that does not pertain to us. So the question remains is, who the hell are you praying to? Checkmate. See, when you talk to your foundational Black American ancestors, the first thing you got to do is know who the Aboriginal people are. Once you establish who the Aboriginal indigenous people are, then you can have that vibration. She's sitting there getting all types of mixed signals. Sounded like she was talking about her father, her grandfather was trying to put her dumb ass on game, but she was too ignorant to realize it. So she'd rather go pray to $2 Tonto. And I promise you, family, I promise you, all the bad vibes and bad energies that come along with that is lock and key. You out here praying for somebody who would call you the N-word. You out here praying to somebody that would call you every name in the book, that'd do the same damn things that the W's was doing. They were the ones sitting there selling your people out. They were trying to talk to you, and your ass wasn't listening, so you ran across the street to $2 Tonto. Notice this, family. They've always had Black Americans stuck in between two imposters. On one hand, you're praying to all these African people, all the African Americans who do not like you, do not know you, and you don't know them. That's on the right side. Then on the left side, you out here praying to the $2 Tonto, the red natives that definitely don't like you, and that's got you messed up. You better be cautious on where you're putting your prayers and energy towards. And the fact that they had you praying to the Africans and the $2 Tontos, family, aren't those the two main people today that resist our indigenous status the most? Y'all know I'm always talking about it. How come Tonto and Mutombo are both teaming up to come against FBA? It's because Mutombo needs us to be from Africa, and Mr. Tonto doesn't want us to be from America. So if y'all notice this little strange alliance between Tontos and Mutombos, them was the same folks that bum chick was praying to. This ignorant woman was praying to both of those people, and both of those people are anti our people. Do you see why it is so important for us to be mentally, physically, spiritually intact? Know where our prayers are going, family. It's no different. You pick up your phone, you make a phone call, make sure you know what number you dial. If you out there and you send a bill in, make sure you don't send your damn light bill to the damn internet company. Make sure that whatever you send is delivered and it is received to the right person. Because folks were sending out a hell of a lot of things and it was going to the wrong people. And the fact that it was going to the wrong people, you got bad results. You notice how, again, our results have changed so much is because we have been in sync with our foundational Black American ancestors. And you know the crazy thing about it is, family, we didn't have to go and send a prayer all the way over to the damn pyramids in Africa. We didn't have to go and send no damn prayers to the reservation. All we had to do was just speak and our ancestors is going to catch it. And that's why we are where we are right now. Family, let me tell you how these folks try to hit us with the okie doke, how they try to trap us, how they try to behoove us. Family, we have been breaking down for the longest time all of the fallacies that they have in the ancestral industry and the DNA industry and how they play games with people. Remember, y'all, it's not just about keeping Black Americans locked in the flesh. It's also up here. And family, let me show y'all what I mean. Check this out right here, brothers and sisters. Shout out to us, shout out to Foundationals, and shout out to all the brothers and sisters that make sure that your energy, your prayers, and your vibrations is going to the FBA family tree and not to the $2 Tonto reservation and not to the Mutombo village. Family, watch how they try to play us with all the DNA testing and how they purposely try to connect it to Africa. Watch now. We checked them to the point where they're doing everything that all the other center tether vampires have been doing. They're omitting it. Watch.
The reason, I'll tell you guys while Naila's working on that, the reason that we're able to make these kinds of connections is because we have such a large database of African lineages. So the way this whole industry works is a company, all companies really, when they take your DNA, they look at a certain portion of your DNA, and then that's called a DNA sequence. And then they compare it to DNA from people all over the world. So if you are looking for indigenous American ancestry, then you want your DNA sequence to be compared to as many indigenous American DNA sequences.
Compared to? Family, she didn't say match. No. Oh, no, she about to get this work. She about to get this work. Listen to what she's saying, family. Listen to what she's saying. She's saying the DNA is compared to. And who do you compare indigenous to? Because when they do those natives, theirs goes back to Siberia. So how come theirs doesn't have a check spot on it? You know what I'm talking about, family? Watch how these people think they slick, but we don't fall for it.
Or if you believe your ancestry is European, then you're going to want your DNA to be compared to as many European DNA samples as possible. If by the same token, when you're looking for African ancestry, you want your DNA to be compared to as many African DNA.
Man, she just keeps saying compared. Fam, you don't go nowhere for a comparison. A comparison is, do you want the red Nikes or the blue Nikes? Do you want apples or oranges? Do you want the Cadillac or the Chevy? These people compare DNA. If you compare to it, then there it goes around the corner. Notice, y'all. Notice they're basically saying they'll just take your DNA and compare it and say, hey, somewhere along the line, this compares to Africa. So let's just say that they're African. Hey, somewhere down the line, this compares to Zimbabwe. Let's say that he comes from Zimbabwe. You see?
Samples as possible. And at African Ancestry, we have the largest collection of African DNA samples. So we have over 33,000 African DNA samples.
Oh my goodness.
From 35 countries in Africa. All of West and Central Africa is included in that. And then we have about 400 ethnic groups. So that's why you see Aunt Tasha, 25, is guessing the Mandinka of Senegal. That's how specific we can get. Other companies, the most they have is 6,000 African samples. So you can either get your DNA compared to 6,000 African samples or 33,000 African samples. Now, are we connected?
Yes, we're fully connected.
Perfect.
You ain't connecting, you comparing. You comparing. You out here comparing all this stuff. We compare it to what it could have been. If it wasn't, then it might be should. You're comparing. Fam, Black Americans have shut down all of these little DNA sites.
Perfect. Shout out to the Nsangu Jakam. He's here. Everybody's in the building here to find out where you're from. Okay. Oh, TKB.
I'm excited as well. And my mom's watching as well. Shout out to her.
Your mom is here?
Yes, I know she's watching. So I know she's excited to see.
So look, TKB 04729 says T-Car of Cameroon. They got very specific. Okay. All right. And then Folarina said Akan, the Akan people in Ghana. I showed you Aunt Tasha says the Mandinka people of Senegal. Well, We found your maternal ancestry, TKB 047. The reason I'll tell you guys while Naila's working on.
Stop. No. Hold up. Family. All that was straight up lies. There's no other way to say it. I can spin it. I can say cap. I can say you was faking, you was fronting. Let's just get to the straight up clear term. Lies, y'all. And by the way, if we're doing comparisons, I'm about to shut it all down. Watch me cook. If we're talking about comparisons and we're talking about DNA and we're talking about Africa, well, can't they just apply that to everybody? How come they don't ever have them same DNA comparisons with Africans and Europeans? How come you worried about Black Americans way over here on the other side of the Atlantic Ocean? I'm in the great state of Georgia, family. We done had a roll call. We got all the brothers and sisters well represented from all 50 states. We're a hell of a long ways away from Africa. So how come they don't do them same genetic comparisons to Europe? I would love to see a bunch of Europeaners and Africans sit down and then go over their DNA and look at all their connections. I mean, they are neighbors. They have been making deals for hundreds of years. Hell, they were selling human beings together. They've been colonizing together. They've been feuding and fighting and making all types of mayo and tether love together. Because you know what had happened, family? If you ever did that, you would come to find out that the people who possess a very dominant form of African genetics would be the Europeaners. Yes, the hell they would. Y'all notice when it comes to the $2 Tonto and the Europeaner, they always stop them like they're the last straw. Y'all notice that, family? Y'all notice that, right? They always make it look like they can't do a DNA sample on Tonto because he's the original. And when you find out he's not the original, then that means that he came from somewhere. And same with the Europeaner. If you find out he's not the original, then he came from somewhere. And guess where both of them came from, family? Africa, Siberia. If you go right now into Italy and you do DNA samples in Italy, do you know that over 80% of them are going to have direct, strong ties to Africa in DNA? Not to mention the other ones, not to mention Germans, not to mention people from Belgium, not to mention people from England. All of them have African DNA at a strong level. And their levels are way higher than our levels. See, we're the original people. You can't take our DNA and compare it to $2 Tonto's DNA because our DNA was in North America before his DNA ever came here, because we know exactly where he came from, how he got here, and we even know the bridge that he crossed and the time frame in which he did it. You thought that you was dealing with some African Americans, but all the tether vampires and sinners found out you dealing with the certified regulators, and we don't play that. You know damn well that all of your DNA goes somewhere else. Family, I'm gonna let you know something. We're the only people whose DNA always comes back to North America. It always comes back to North America. Any DNA they find in us is DNA that came after the indigenous and the aboriginal. All the DNA they find from everybody else comes before they got here to the USA. Yes, the hell it is. Notice this, fam. The same exact way that our citizenship is foundational, that's the same exact way that our DNA is foundational. Everybody else showed up here as an immigrant, which means everybody else's DNA goes back to their real homelands. And their homelands ain't our homelands, because our homeland is right here in the good old United States. All them billions and trillions of dollars that they spend, all them lies, and the number one activist cancel that all out in 5 seconds. It's got to be good to be us, family. We are the original people. So when you start talking about where does the testing come from for us, it comes from us. They're not the original people. So that's why you can find their blood and DNA in Asia. You can find their blood and DNA in Europe and Africa. And they don't ever talk about that. I want everybody tonight, whenever you chilling, you relaxing, you doing your thing, I want you to go ahead and type in Africa and European DNA and look what you find, family. You mean to tell me that these people are neighbors? Remember, y'all, remember this, y'all. Foundational Black Americans, America, and Africa. What separates us? A big ass ocean, right? Okay. Europeaners and Africans. What separates them? a little sea. Fam, you can see Africa from Europe. Yes, the hell you can. And you can see Africa from Europe and Europe from Africa. And both of them were going back and forth, and they was making deals for hundreds of years. Fam. So when you trying to tell me that the two neighbors don't have crossing or intermixing, but us on the other side of the globe not only have crossing and mixing, you say that we come from them. So we come from the people on the other side of the ocean, but they don't come from people on the other side of the sea that they can see over the sea, which means that they asses have been partners the whole time. Family, that's why Black Alpha calls it the Euro-African and the Afro-European. I said it, I own it, I meant it, and I'll say it again, family. The Euro-African and the Afro-European. They've been out there on the same time for a long time. The Mediterranean Sea is not the Atlantic Ocean. I'm here to tell you that, fam. And then when you add to the numbers that don't add up, you add to all the things that were created, family, this story seems to get a hell of a lot worse for them and a hell of a lot strong for us. Foundational Black Americans is batting 100. Fam, we pulling up from 50. We stinking shots nothing but net from half court, y'all. This is how exceptional we are, because they can spend all the money they want to. They can talk all the talk they want to. But it all goes back to, if you're looking for the real OGs, you're looking at foundational Black Americans. And we have crippled their fake DNA imposter system, where the lady just told you all they do is compare and contrast. Foundational Black Americans, we don't compare and contrast. Foundational Black Americans, we drop receipts and then we drop the mic. Let me show you further, family. This is what I mean when I tell y'all that we cannot be effed with. Look at this, fam. When desperation kicks in, dusty tethers pop out. Who is this guy talking to? Y'all let me know.
Joe might ruffle some feathers, but I don't care. I'm praying for the day that when Black people, when African people are no longer the trend, when they are not trendy anymore, you're going to see the true colors. You're going to see the true colors of every single individual that has so-called self-acclaimed themselves to be allies. You're not convincing me anyways, but the so-called allies that are allies with Black people. Nah, I'm going to be very honest with you guys. I never liked the concept of sharing cultures, especially for us Black people. When I say Black people, I'm talking about every Black person, including Africans, Caribbeans. Just
who are you talking about? Fam, is he trying to talk like delineation or something? I don't like sharing cultures, and I'm talking about all Black people. Oh, there they go, fam. Overutilizing Black again, fam. Who's he talking about? Oh, the we ain't working no more, partner.
There. So yeah, I never bought into it because it has been proven time and time again that it has never worked for us. It has done more harm than good for our people. It's so irritating because us as a people, we always want to be so welcoming. We want to.
It goes us and we. He said us as a people, we as a people, you as a tether.
For our people. It's so irritating because us as a people, we always want to be so welcoming. We want to welcome everyone. We want to invite everyone to experience our culture, but the energy is never reciprocated. People, outsiders, they want to talk like us. They want to dress like us. They want to share. They want to have the same mannerisms.
What you talking about, fam? What's this man speaking of? Is he literally talking like Black Americans? I know they still ain't on this. Everybody wants to dress like Africans. Fam, if they don't knock that stuff off, you are embarrassing yourself, Mutombo. They want to dress like us. They want to be like us. They not like us. No. Your ass don't want to be like you.
Like us. They want to dress like us. They want to share. They want to have the same mannerisms. They want to do everything. They even want to look like us, but they don't want to be us. When we have the inconveniences of being a Black person in this society, they don't want that. They don't want that. They just want the pros. They don't want the cons. It's like a coat. You want to wear a coat, but when it's not trendy anymore, you want to take it off. That's how they behave. That's exactly how they behave. So when I say that I cannot wait for the notion or the cultural or the society of being Black not being trendy anymore, that's exactly what I'm talking about. You want to preach to us about how sharing culture is such a good thing, but how? When we share and then all of a sudden it becomes gentrified. Where's the benefit in that? It becomes gentrified and then they label it different so that it looks as though they're the ones who came up with it instead of the originators. Make that make sense.
What don't make sense is how you gonna sit there, look at your camera, and tell them tether-ish ass lies. Boy, if you don't stop, they want to look like us, they want to be like us, they want to see like us, but they do not flee like us. Family, you ever notice that they always say us and we when they're talking about Black Americans, but they always say they when they're talking about the supremacists? Black Americans say the supremacists. We let it be known off rip. They always say they. That's how they do it, fam. They'll say they, because they don't really want to say the name because they're afraid, right? That's what it be with these individuals. And family, we've been putting heat on these individuals. And let me double up, bring it all the way back, bring it live, family, as we go on. Cook mode. Family, the fact that these individuals think that foundational Black Americans are not seeing them, that shows you further the deranged and delusional tethers that they got out here. But how do you get a delusional tether? Who creates a deranged tether? I'm going to tell you what does. Delineation breeds desperation. Delineation breeds derangement, and delineation breeds delusion. Foundational Black Americans have created all of that because when tethers think that they got their way, they operate the same way he thinks he's going to operate. But we looking at that damn hairline and that jawline and them ashy ass lips, and we can tell that he's just number 3037 of another delusional tether. We did that. But family, the fact that foundational Black Americans are doing that and we ain't easing up and we all gas, no brakes, top drop back, doing our thing, shoulder leaning. The next step that you see is that we are making these people go home. And what do I mean by these people got to go home? Do y'all know now? All the Brits over there, the Afro Brits, remember, fam? Oh, I see them. I know them, fam. The tether vampire sinners have been out here crazy. And I remember all the videos because one thing about Black Americans, we know a new face and we don't forget nothing. And if your ass made a little dusty video on TikTok hating on Black Americans or spewing whatever lie you done spewed, there's going to be a certified foundational Black American who done framed it, who done locked it in like a phone number, and who going to come and see you. And family, now, since Black Americans started to delineate, and then you start to see the deportations, you're seeing a bunch of Black Brits way the hell over in England. And guess what they're saying, fam? They're saying that ever since Donald Trump became president in America, they're getting deported more in England. Damn. Don't tell me delineation don't go across the sea, and don't tell me that the ABK, anti-Black karma, will not find your ass no matter where you run. Family, you could be hiding in a house. ABK gonna get you. You could be in the village. ABK gonna get you. You could be in your homeland. ABK gonna get you. You can try to flee to my homeland, and ABK gonna get you. And it ain't knocking, it's kicking doors in. Family, all the way over in England, tethers, the same Black Brit tethers that was telling Black Americans that we was so bad and we should act more like them. Well, guess what, family? Their government is acting like our government, and their government is deporting their asses. And the only reason that's happening is because Black Americans in Black America got on code. We delineated, regulated, separated, and now the deportations are taking off and they're literally shedding tether tears. And I'm going to show y'all because I'm that type of petty and it's that type of day. And this is our type of world, the FBA world. Family, look at these people. Tethers in England are saying they're getting deported now that Donald Trump is president.
Normal family. I have no one. I've never been here. I was just born here.
We, as British citizens, can't get £1 to save our life.
I was incarcerated for a violent crime. I was young. I don't make excuses for back then, but I lived the wrong lifestyle. I was an addict. I would smoke weed. I used drugs. I was very inhuman. When I was incarcerated, ICE came to see me, said, "We're going to deport you. We're investigating who you are," because I was an illegal immigrant in the United States. I don't have no family in the UK. I have minimal family. I have no one. I've never been here. I was just born here.
Joe says that the lack of support for deportees like himself puts him and others in danger.
I just did 19 years in prison, no family, no money. I had 20.
Cry me a tether. Cry me a tether. Yeah, you was probably making videos about my lineage too, huh? You probably seen Joy Reid talking about my lineage, huh? And you ain't saying nothing. Can I go to my brother Juvenile? Can I talk that Louisiana talk? Shout out to the whole Louisiana. Shout out to the 9th Ward in particular. Yes, indeed. You thought you was going to flee, huh? Until Donald Trump told your ass you had to leave, huh? You thought you was going to be nice, huh? Until FBA called ICE, huh? You thought your ass was going to separate, huh? Until FBA done came and had to regulate, huh? You thought this was your year, huh? Now you shedding tethered tears, huh? There it is, family. FBA all day.
Danger.
I just did 19 years in prison, no family, no money. I had 20, 30 pounds. I've been violent my whole life. What do you expect someone to do when their back is against the wall and they're starving and they're suffering and their mental health is not together and they're sleeping in the cold outside?
Nicole Dehan was deported under Trump's first administration. She now runs a community group to help other deportees, including Joe.
Well, with what Trump is doing is just not human. Now that he's done this, it's going to be a mass load of people come in. People that are being deported from England are getting £3,000 to help them settle in their own country. I cried about that. That disgusts me. But we, as British citizens, can't get £1 to save our life. What is wrong with this picture?
No more family. I have no one.
I say, what's right with this picture? What's right with the picture? It can't get no righter. So you got deported, and then over there you got deported because nobody supported all of your shenanigans. Family, this is how it always ends up for these damn sinners, these tether sinners. It always turns out that way, family. Oh, by the way, certified salute to the 9th Ward. Much love. I got family down that way. Shout out to y'all, family. Much love and respect. I know I got some 9th Ward brothers and sisters in here right now. Shout out to y'all, fam. They some tether fleers. They got their village on fire. Thought they was remaining to flee until the moment they expire. There you go, fam. Shout out to Juvie. Fam, you see what I'm talking about? This ain't the same face that these people had before. The face that they got now is the face of we don't know what's going to happen. The face that they got now is why FBA doing this. Let me give you the final straw to all of this. FBA's winning. FBA always wins, and FBA has already won. That's what it's about. So you can get all the tether sinners, family, as much as you desire until you lose count. It don't matter. You can have 1 million, you can have 1 billion, you can have 1 trillion. One foundational Black American gonna cancel all that and shut all that down because that's how strong we are. See, fam, remember, they have numbers and lose. We can have less numbers and win. All we do is win, and they can't swim. FBA is out here really shutting things down in the process. They come out here and they talking all that. Michael B. Jordan is one of us. Michael B. Jordan belongs to our family. Michael B. Jordan is an African, and the whole damn world is laughing at him because the whole damn world sees what we've always seen, and that is that right there, family. Yes, Michael B. Jordan's father, Michael A. Jordan, is an American. He was born in California and raised in South Central Los Angeles with family roots in Arkansas and Louisiana. Damn, boy, we just talking about Louisiana right there. While he is currently living in Ghana, he is from the United States of America. I be D-Zam, fam. You're talking about a Black American. You talking about somebody from the soil. When you're talking about anybody from the soil, then everybody from the soil is going to have something to say. And this is why I love our foundational Black American brothers and sisters, family, is because, man, we riding for each other, ain't we? Are we not riding for each other, brothers and sisters? We seen what this was going on right here. And the first thing we did as brothers and sisters, we stood up and said, not on our watch. Not on our watch, not at all. If you come calling foundational Black Americans is going to answer. And you know what? Looking at that beautiful, beautiful statement right there, family, and this beautiful, beautiful lineage, we all have the same thing. that all applies to us. You can apply that exactly. I can look at everything that y'all say and it applies to me. Everything that I say applies to y'all because we move as one. There's no tribalism. We ain't no new tribe. We ain't the diaspora. You know what I think when I hear diaspora? I think exactly what it is. Fractured, broke down, don't exist. I don't want no parts of that because everything that we doing is unshakable. They can't move us out the way. We ain't bouncing off of our pivot, off our square. We right here. And did you notice? Let me tell y'all, while they're sitting there talking about Michael B. Jordan, saying that his father flew in from Ghana and they're throwing celebrations trying to false claim our brother. Let me tell y'all, did y'all catch when Michael B. Jordan, he threw out the ancestors? Did y'all see that? I know you did. I know you heard it too. I heard it. And that's how we received it. See, Sinners was all about making a motion picture film that is engulfed in FBA energy, that is engulfed in FBA pride. This was the first film that is dominant in form of the FBA Renaissance. Family, I want you to think about this. Lock this one all the way in. They Not Like Us is the music version of Sinners, and Sinners is the cinematic version of They Not Like Us. And both of those are a reflection of all of us. FBA, FBA Renaissance, and the reparations generation. Certified Black society. Family, we are everywhere, and they can't run from us. They can't hide from us. Every time they turn around, we pop up. Boom. We right there. And I heard it, and y'all heard it. So while they're out there trying to celebrate a man who is clearly FBA, Mama's in the audience. He said all his brothers and sisters in the audience. His father in the audience. They're trying to false claim a man and put an African tag on him. And we're doing the same thing that he was doing yesterday. Michael B. Jordan brushed off the false claim of an African, and we've been brushing it off. So it ain't nothing new, y'all. It's a bunch of tethers who are trying to put a false label on us, and real certified Black society is G-checking that stuff on site. And it goes nowhere because we win. So he was bigging up the ancestors. He said it. He said it on stage. That message was for us. That message was for FBA. That message is what was in the film. They can say and do whatever the hell they want. But family, you can say and do whatever you want. But guess what? You cannot change. You cannot change the lineage. And they've been trying, fam. They've been out here every goddamn day trying to get Black Americans to say we this, that, and the other thing. And we keep going back to the lineage. We keep going back to the certifieds. We keep letting them know off rip, fam. You can't spin this around. Hell no. This is a foundational Black American reparations generation, and you can't be a part of this just because you want to. You can't claim FBA. You can't think you FBA. You can't want to be FBA. Either you are FBA or you not. You FBA by blood, nothing else. I know they got tribe rules and every other thing, family, but hell to the no. This is all foundational Black Americans, fam. You know, I know, we all know. If you notice, family, the fact that they've been trying to put all that off on us and we've been rejecting it and we've been sending it back to the sender and then they fumble it because they fumble everything. And foundational Black Americans is lovely. If you notice the why they're sitting there fumbling it and we're sitting here winning is because FBA, we are consciously in sync. Foundational Black Americans are spiritually in sync. Everything is in sync. I'm in sync with you. You in sync with me. We didn't sit down, y'all, and say, you know what? We're going to nix all of this race stuff and we're going to get lineage. We just did it. We didn't sit down and say, hey, what's the code going to be? We just did it. We didn't sit down and say, hey, this is where we got to meet up. This is what we need to do. We just did it. And that is the best part about being that part that you're seeing right there, because that part right there does not stop, fam. What they say, ain't no party like an FBA party, fam, because an FBA party don't stop. And what does Black Alpha always say? We ain't done. We don't hide. We don't run. We ain't here. We don't want, party ain't a party if we don't come. Let me show y'all this right here, fam. As they sit there and they try to put all these labels on us and they trying to make me be something that we not. Family, Michael B. Jordan, he been out here holding it down, and certified salute to him for bringing home the Oscar, because in that movie, family, I was sitting there thinking, God damn, Michael B. Jordan, if I ain't know no better, I thought you had a twin brother. The brother put on an amazing performance, did what he had to do. They really represented foundational Black American culture while everybody was trying to pull them in and make it about something else. Center stuck to it during the film, for the film, after the film, and now the film will live in infamy forever. And we don't give a damn if they give an award. We don't give a damn if they get acknowledged by everybody else. Sinners has already won because Sinners was acknowledged and Sinners was granted value by the community. And the community means more than any of them and they cheap ass awards. That part. Family, this part is what we talk about. This part is what we mean. The man tells you where he is, where he's from, and Ghana ain't nowhere to be seen. Sorry, Mutombo.
Heritage and lineage a little bit. My dad's side of the family is from Shreveport, Louisiana. My mom's side of the family is from Hope, Arkansas. So having a family history and lineage from the South is something that was always there. I guess realizing and contextualizing a bit that the movie that we were making somehow is basically my grandparents' story also.
Wow.
Realizing like you only really realize your grandmother and your grandfather, you only know them as older people. But you forget they were 25 too, having a good time, you know what I'm saying? And trying to, deal with the harsh reality of the Deep South and the Jim Crow era and how they were trying to find a piece of freedom and a piece of the family heritage and lineage a little bit. My dad's side of the family is from Shreveport, Louisiana. My mom's side of the family is from Hope, Arkansas. So having a family history and lineage from the South is something that was always there. I guess realizing and contextualizing a bit that the movie that we were making somehow is basically my grandparents' story also, realizing like you only really realize your grandmother and your grandfather, you only know them as older people, but you forget they were 25 too, having a good time, you know what I'm saying? And trying to, deal with the harsh reality of the Deep South and Jim Crow.
Shout out. What did you hear right there, fam? What did you hear? You heard lineage, you heard heritage, you heard the Deep South, you heard grandparents. All of that makes up all of us. And everything that he was saying is exactly what we're saying. See, we didn't shake and move when these people was running around here trying to put that false label on him because we're aware of the tactics that bummy ass tethers do because we be checking them bummy ass tethers every day. So again, FBA didn't move off of our pivot. We handled business. We were aware that they was going to try to say that he was from Africa. They was trying to say that everybody's from Africa. They was trying to say our culture comes from Africa. We're aware because that's what bummy ass tethers do, and we've been checking them bummy ass tethers every day. So we have trained ourselves to identify these people, and once we identify and spot these people, we check these people, and then them people never come back around. That's why tethers have been going extinct because we ain't been seeing them because we've been regulating them. They've been going extinct because we've been running their asses off the field. And if you look at it, family, from that aspect, the only aspect, the most valuable aspect, it's all about lineage first. The lineage, heritage, and culture will be what speaks for everybody. And that's what we're doing, fam. We have a foundational Black American-centered excellence. And within that, we have a grassroots delineation movement. And within that, we got the certified riders. There ain't no way we can lose, y'all. Ain't no way we can lose. Like I told everybody, we already won. They just don't know it yet. But like everything, they always behind. And foundational Black Americans is always in front. Because I told y'all, man, it's follow the leader. That's why everybody watching us is all eyes on FBA, man. You know what I'm saying? And all eyes on FBA is just the way it go down. And family, when it all is settled, fam, and it all goes back to the truth, it will always be what it's always been, the foundation. You can't move from the foundation. Let me show y'all what I mean by that. These people think they slick, but these people are running out of tricks. Fam, why they worrying about Black Americans when they need to be worrying about all their homelands getting taken down? Family, the sinners all across the globe is getting their stuff snatched all across the globe. Watch Donald Trump tell you what he's going to do to all the tether sinners who make TikTok tether videos about FBA while FBA don't give a damn and FBA out here winning. Watch this. You're going to enjoy it, fam.
Next, Cuba. Is Cuba, whatever you do with the military there, it seems like something. Will that look more like Iran or Venezuela?
Can't tell you that. I can tell you that they're talking to us. It's a failed nation. They have no money. They have no oil. They have no nothing. They have nice land. They have nice landscape. It's a beautiful island. I think Cuba, in its own way, for tourism and everything else, it's a beautiful island. Great weather. They're not in a hurricane zone, which is nice for a change. They won't be asking us for money for hurricanes every week. But I think Cuba's the end. All my life I've been hearing about the United States and Cuba. When will the United States do it? I do believe I'll be having the honor of taking Cuba. It'd be good honor. It's a big honor.
Taking Cuba.
Taking Cuba. Damn. Just tell them what you're going to do.
Taking Cuba. It'd be good honor. It's a big honor.
Taking Cuba.
taking Cuba in some form, yeah. Taking Cuba. I mean, whether I free it, take it, I think I could do anything I want with it. You want to know the truth? A very weekend day, free it, take it. I think I could do anything I want with it. You want to know the truth? I think I could do anything I want with it. I think I could do anything I want with it. I think I could do anything I want with it. You want to know the truth? A very weakened nation right now.
Cuba is next.
Cuba.
Damn, I can take it. I can free it. I can do anything I want with it. Damn. So remember, all the people who from Cuba and Dominicanos and Puerto Ricanos, all of the people that they've been saying were people of color don't look too good for the people of color. All the folks that they were saying was the black and brown, it don't look too good for the black and brown. All the people who's running around here talking about some diaspora, it don't look too good for the diaspora. One by one, they're going to all of these nations and they're just taking them. And to the point where Donald Trump is straight telling you he's taking them. Y'all remember back in the old days when they used to just kind of dance around it and be like, oh, we're going to liberate them. We're going to help them. We're going to free them. We're doing this injustice. That's old. Now they're just saying, yeah, let's skip the semantics. We coming to take your stuff. And they coming to take it. Now they get to the point where they're saying, hey, listen, we ain't going to play them games. All y'all coming here. It is going to be a terrible time for all of these damn tethers out here. It is going to be a terrible time for all of these haters out here. But guess who it is going to be a great time for, a lovely time for. It's a, it don't get no better than right now time. That be us. That be us, fam, because we've been on code and we've been on game and we ain't changing. We ain't moving. We ain't running. We standing on 10, certified all the goddamn time, representing to the fullest, to the maximum, and letting the whole world know that whether it be at the Oscars or whether that be in the streets, whether that be Michael B. Jordan, whether that be all of us, everywhere you see a foundational Black American, you will see excellence. Everywhere you see a foundational Black American, you will see certified. And everywhere you see a tether trying to get in a foundational Black American space, you will see a goddamn G checking, and them G check-ins is reckons, and they don't come back for part 2. FBA running all of the sinners out the juke joint. FBA running all the vampires out the juke joint, and FBA running all the ops out the juke joint. And we're doing it based on us being on code. I showed you in this broadcast from all the different communities. I told you I was going to do it, and then I deleted it, because that's how we get down. If you look, fam, these people have been getting G-checked on site where they don't know where to run to next. These people is out here getting exposed, and they don't know where to go to at all. Black Americans have been making it happen. I showed y'all every community and how every community all wants a part of Black America, but they can't. I showed you how all these different vampires are showing up telling you that they vampires, but they ain't going to see us. I've been telling everybody that FBA's on a different page, a different wavelength, and a different time frame. And that different time frame is changing the world, y'all. And you got to love it, because when I tell people it's FBA all damn day, we got the facts and the receipts, family. The facts and the receipts. So many facts and receipts. I need everybody in the chat right now. I know where you at right now because we did the roll call in the beginning. But I need y'all right now in the chat. Please tell me, where does your ancestors in the United States of America go to? I'll start first. If you're looking at Black Alpha Network, then you can trace my people to Gulfport, Mississippi, Honey Pass, South Carolina, and we even throw in Springfield, Kentucky, baby. And this is before GA, and this is before Ohio. I'm talking about the beginning. I'm talking about before the sinners, before the tethers, before the ops. I'm talking about the lineage they can't replace, the lineage they hate, the lineage they want to be. I'm talking about the people who spend trillions and billions of dollars to try to stop foundational Black Americans from shining. But FBA, we out here shining like new money. So your ass better get a refund. Where do your people go back to, family? I see Montgomery. I see Florida. Look, you might F around and see a damn ancestor in this chat. I see another Mississippi, North Carolina. Straight up, this is the South. Certified salute to that. Georgia, South Carolina, Anderson, South Carolina, VA, South Carolina, GA, another North Carolina fam, Florida, North Carolina, Georgia. This right here is FBA homeland, baby. Everybody take notice. Mississippi, Missouri in the building. Yes, indeed. All the way up. God is in control. I believe you. Yes, indeed. Chicago, absolutely. Beaufort, South Carolina. Greenwood, I think it was Greenwood, Mississippi. This is moving so fast. Mississippi, South Carolina, fam. Look at the building, y'all. Look at this. Look at this right here. Chris the Rebel. We got the same people. You already know that, brother. Look at all of that right there. 803, Texas, Louisiana area, Mississippi, South Carolina, another Chicago, Louisiana, Oklahoma, Texas. There we go. It's going down. Florida is going down. Tallahassee, I see you, beloved, natural, with your pretty self. I see everybody in here. North Carolina, Louisiana, Texas is in here. Nashville's in here. Family, Mississippi, Selma's in here. Let's go. I see all across the board. Another South Carolina. You mean to tell me there ain't some foundational Black Americans who's related in this damn chat? Goddamn right it is, family. Look at this. They can't have none of this. This is what I'm talking about. This is FBA excellence. I want you to see the chat right now, and the chat is where FBA certified energy resides. You can't have it. You can't touch it because you ain't talented enough. You ain't strong enough. Only the strong, and we the only ones. We posted up. We got our chin up, chest out, arms folded, getting to the money because that's the FBA way, and certifieds don't play. There they go, fam. Look at all of that right there. The real Aboriginal, the real indigenous, the real certifieds, the real foundationals. Anything other than this don't exist. Because remember, y'all, we ain't fly here. We reside here. We ain't flew here. We grew here. We ain't visit. We live it, family. And we ain't running. We run it. There it is. Family, let me show y'all this right here. Since we on certified energy and we breaking it down, I asked my brothers and sisters the question the other day. You know what I'm saying? I got some great answers, but I'm going to ask everybody again. Since we FBA energy, you got arrested and you were having a joy ride in your parents' car. One of these 6 men came to pick you up and you was about to get a whooping. You tell me right now, who are you the most nervous to see and who would you be the most happy to see? You was riding around in America because you built America. You was taking them car keys, doing something you ain't had no business doing. You were just riding along in these FBA streets because you built these FBA streets, enjoying your FBA life. And then you got pulled over. Whoop, whoop. And then you went to the police station. Whoop, whoop. And at the police station, they said, yo, daddy coming to get you. And then when you walked outside, who are you the most nervous to see? Let's go. James, Uncle Phil. Uncle Phil was pretty big now. I feel you. James. You ain't lying. Go Winslow. James. There they go. So I'm taking it. James is the one y'all don't want to see. I don't even, hey, what was the dad's name on Sister? He looked a little happy for me. He looked a little too goddamn happy for me. There they go. Damn, James. Man, look at this love. Wow. Hey, man, Rock wasn't nothing to play with now. Rock would turn up. Boy, stop. Yeah, you ain't lying. Yeah, you right. They sleeping on Rock. I don't know, dog. Yeah, you ain't lying. Rock was fierce. You ain't lying, y'all. Damn. Is that Mr. Winslow? Damn. Nervous. Okay, James, happy, Uncle Phil. There we go. I can read that nice and clear. There they go. Bill Cosby. They go Rock. Yeah, Rock wasn't no joke. Oh, that was okay. Tim. Okay, there they go. Check. You said a cop. James Evans. Damn. Here we go. Damn, more. Nervous to see James. You ain't lying. Damn. Y'all going down the line. Look at that. Boy, I'm loving this. See, I wanted to know because, fam, I was sitting here posting this the other day and I was reading all the comments and I was sitting there like, oh, man, I would love to talk about this live on air. And here we are, live on air, family. So I'm getting a chance to hear everything that y'all talking about. Y'all keep it going. Keep on flowing. Who else you got? What else you got? Show me what you got. Show me what you got. There we go. Man, I'm telling you, James, man. I'm telling you, James ain't no game. Man, Rock wasn't no. Hey, y'all remember when Rock was out there? Rock was going in on an old buddy that was selling drugs in the community. I know y'all remember that. Rock was crazy. Damn. You said you ain't trying to see James or Rock. You ain't lying. Yeah. Yeah, boy. Hey, I got a homeboy. My best friend, he said he used to see when they used to get whoopings, he said he'd be scared to death watching it. He said he was watching it. Boy, he said he'd be like, hell nah. Look at this. They can't do this, y'all. They can't do this. No, they can't. No. They can't do it. Boy, who else y'all got? Oh, yeah. You ain't lying, Natural. I'm about to go watch some Good Times tonight. And we're going to have some good times because we FBA. They know what it is. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Fam, are you feeling the vibrations? The vibrations is super strong. Damn. I don't know, man. Hey, Uncle Phil looked like he'd get busy, man, if he was mad. You know what I'm saying? He looked like one of them. You got to push him, though. If you push him to the max, he may take off on you. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know if he'll take off on you any other time. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know, dog. I don't know. I can't call it. I can't call it, family. I'm leaving this up to the fam. Damn, yeah, we say, James, yeah, I'll be thinking that too. Damn. Okay, hold on then. Since we here, okay, hold up. Let's check this out then. Let's go top row versus bottom row. We'll start off with the top row, okay? Or we gonna, if you had to pick, okay? I'm talking about just the show. If you had to pick your favorite show, the best show out of all these, fam, go top row. Or is it gonna be Sister, Family Matters, or Good Times? I think I know y'all answer on that one, but I want to hear it though. I want to hear it, family. What show is your favorite of all the top shows right there? All the top shows. We're going to have a tournament up in here, fam. Give me your favorite show out of Sister, Family Time, whatever the hell it's called, and Good Times, family. Good Times. Good. Me too. Just looking out of the window. Boy, I used to play that back. I used to play that back all the time. What else you got? Show me what you got. Good times. Oh, you know what, man? I need to be careful. You know what I'm saying? But boy, what was the sister's name in Good Times? What was it? Was it Thelma? Was that her name? I don't want to mess it up. You know what I'm saying? Y'all let me know. Yeah, Good Time. I didn't really like Family Matters, man. I ain't gonna lie to y'all, man. Family Matters, man. They used to get on my nerves, man. Urkel and stuff. That used to lose me. What was old girl name, man? Is it Thelma? Was that her name? Yeah, on Good Times. You said sister. You like sister? What that be number one? Yeah, I don't know about that, dog. I feel you though. I feel you. So Thelma. Okay, it was Thelma. Boy, Thelma was fine as a motherfucker, boy. Woo, god damn. Boy, oh boy. She still look good. Goodness gracious. I used to see Thelma and I'd be like, that's how they made him in the 70s? Goodness, I wouldn't know. But goddamn, she still look good. That's that FBA energy right there, fam. You already know. Yes, indeed. Boy, oh boy. Y'all see, okay, yeah, TGIF, yeah, I used to like TGIF, man, but Family Matters used to get on my nerves. Yeah, Thelma got some fans up in here. I'm with you, fam. She was cooking. She was cooking. My brother, I see Black Truth in here. I see my brother Black Truth. Shout out to you. My brother Black Truth said, teriyaki tethers, my boy. Fam. Here we go. What else y'all got? Okay, boom. Okay, now let's go bottom row. Family. Here we go. You going with Rock, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, or Bill Cosby? Which one, family? I need to know your favorite. Let's see what you got. As I say, show me what you got. Fam. I'm going to tell you right now. I got to go with Fresh Prince, fam. Fresh Prince, fam. The Cosby Show was cool. Don't get me wrong. I like the Cosby Show. But I like Fresh Prince a little more. You know what I'm saying? I got to go with Fresh Prince. Somebody said, Bill, Fresh Prince. Even though Rock went hard, man. Rock was dope. I ain't mad at Rock at all. Rock did his thing. Rock came with it. Yes, indeed. But, man, West Philadelphia, born and raised. You know what I'm saying? For Will Smith start crashing out and slapping people on stage. But that's another topic for another day and another discussion. Who am I to count? Okay, yep. Fresh Prince. Fresh Prince. Yo, let me tell you something. I was a little kid, like a damn near baby. But I remember when I was old enough to remember, we used to crank that up, man, and we be in there in my house, man. We turn the music up loud as hell every time the theme song came on, and we be in there dancing, boy, throwing pillows and wilding out. Man, this FBA keeping each other company. You know what I'm saying? Doing our own damn thing, staying with it. Yeah, Rock was a menace. You ain't lying, man. Rock didn't play, man. Okay, so I think that we got Fresh Prince, and the final two is Fresh Prince and Good Times. Y'all let me know who you rocking with. Fresh Prince of Good Times, family. Fresh Prince of Good Times. If you had to choose, you know what I'm saying? You had one last day, and the only thing you could come up with was one of those. Who is it going to be? Fresh Prince or Good Times? I want to know how the family feels about that one. I got to go. Ooh, damn. I don't know who I'm going to go with. I don't know, man. I don't know. That's a tight one. That'd be a close one to pick. I see y'all though. I'm watching. Hey, I'm in here, man. I'm looking at everything y'all posting. Good Times Fresh Prince. I should have did a poll, man. I should have did a poll, Alpha. I should have did one. It's all gravy. Good times. Ooh, Good Times is taking this one. Fresh Prince, a little something, a little comeback. Gonna be a comeback? Nope. Nope. Good Times taking it over. Okay. Damn, y'all in here thick. Y'all in here extra special. Look at y'all, boy. Y'all know y'all history up in here. And family, let me tell y'all something about us and how great we are and why foundational Black Americans are so exceptional. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, we multi-talented and we got a lot of skills, you know what I'm saying? Skills to pay the bills. And, you know, why these people are out there and they're having tribal dances and they're getting hit across the head with sticks and getting their village towed down. You know, Black Americans, you know, we always had soul and we always had spirit and we always had vibrations. And, you know, the spirit and the vibrations with Black Americans, you can see it in everything. Television shows, music, whatever we do, walking down the street. And you could even see it, you know, with old heads at the corner store. Family, y'all look at this and y'all enjoy the show. But let me tell you one thing for certain. Foundational Black Americans, we so damn happy, y'all, because the best things in life are free and being us is priceless. Watch this, man.
I know you didn't have to wake me soon this morning, but you did, Lord. I know you didn't have to wake me early this morning, but you did, Lord. And I'm glad about it. You didn't have to wake me soon this morning, but you did, Lord.
Tell him, man.
And that's all you done. You woke me up early this morning. Lord, you were right on time. I had my help and strength.
Did he wake you up early this morning? Was it right on time, y'all? Do you got the spirit in you? Are you living luxurious? Can I get an amen, my brothers and sisters? Can I get a hallelujah up in here tonight? In the soul of FBA, in the soul of the spirit, in the soul of we actually use deodorant. Can I get an amen if you're feeling this foundational Black American energy brought to you by these two great gospel singing FBA brothers in the front of a corner store? Amen. Hallelujah.
I know you didn't have to wake me soon this morning, but you did, Lord. I know you didn't have to wake me early this morning, but you did, Lord. And I'm glad about it. You didn't have to wake me soon this morning, but you did, Lord. And that's all you done. You woke me up early this morning. But you were right on time. I had my help and strength and told. Said again, you didn't have to wait soon this morning, but you did, Lord. I know.
Who run this, family? Who created everything the world wants? Who created all the great things the planet can't get enough of? He said, we did, and damn right we did. Shout out to the Most High for us.
Well, you didn't have to wait soon this morning, but you did, Lord. I know you didn't have to wake me early this morning, but you did, Lord. And I'm glad about it. You didn't have to wake me soon this morning, but you did, Lord.
Hey, look at the finger. Hey, you know that's FBA. You know when we vibing, fam. Watch him get that little finger right there. That's saying right there. Keep going, brother. I feel you. They don't know our language. They don't know how we communicate. Watch him throw that little finger. And they're saying, I see you, brother. I'm with you, brother. Clapping the hands.
Morning, but you did, Lord. And that's all you done. You woke me up early this morning. But you were right on time. I had my help and strength and told.
He hitting them notes. If you ain't hit them notes, you ain't no Black American. If you can't sing it the way he's singing it, you ain't like us.
Good morning, but you did, Lord.
Woo! No, stop. Look at that little thing he just did right there, fam, when he put his hand up in the sky. If you ain't did that little gesture, sit your ass down.
And that's all you done. You woke me up early this morning. But you were right on time. I had my help and strength and told. Said again, you didn't have to wait soon this morning, but you did, Lord.
Tell me we ain't the greatest, fam. Who get better than us? Hey, you know when he hits that deep, you know it's us. Let's go. Love my beautiful people. I love y'all.
This morning, but you did, Lord.
Tell him, Black man.
I know you didn't have to wait. I know you didn't have to wait me early this morning, but you did, Lord. And I'm glad about it. You didn't have to wait
this morning,
but you did, Lord.
That all you done? You woke me up early this morning, but you were right on time. I had my health and strength and soul. Say it again. You didn't have to wait so this morning, but you did, Lord.
Man. Brothers and sisters, kings and queens, goddess and gods, certified black society. Family, if you weren't in there snapping, you weren't in there clapping, you weren't in there pointing, then you ain't like us. Let me tell you something. Give me them two brothers right there over any salsa. Give me that over any village dance. Give me that over any chicken chow mein or whatever they sing over there. Whatever it is, I'll take us over all of that. Family, them is two brothers right there holding it down. That's real FBA energy, man. Acapella, good point. Acapella, fam. I'll take that over any of the sinners, any of the tethers, any of the fleers, any of the ops. All of that right there came from exactly where we came from. The United States of America. That is FBA soul, certified FBA soul. It ain't synthetic. It ain't phony. It ain't fraudulent. Can't be duplicated. Never. That exists in all of us. You play that same song, the same music, we all gonna be out here two-stepping. We invented the two-step. The same way we invented the swag. The same way we invented fashion. The same way we invented music. We invented movies. And that's why Sinners is out here cooking. And the fact that we invented all of that, family, we also invented the United States of America. So we're gonna two-step to that, and we're gonna step on all the haters, and we're gonna step straight to the bank, and we're gonna cash it all the way in. Because they know for a fact that them folks crash out, foundational black Americans ball out. Them folks is out there babbling. Foundational black Americans is counting paper. Foundational black Americans got that rhythm and that soul, fam. We do everything with soul. And it's very, very great. You know what I'm saying? So when you see an elder out there dancing and singing, fam, that look no different than the household. You know what I'm saying? That look like our brothers and sisters and kings and queens and goddess and gods. Fam, we call each other brothers and sisters for a reason. Because that's exactly what we are, fam. So they already know every day and twice on Sundays. Foundational black Americans always win. Foundational black Americans get it in. And if you a foundational black American and you got that gospel soul, then amen. Certified salute. Man, I love y'all with a passion. Another classic broadcast. Might be the best ever. Might only be getting better every day. I think that's what it is, family. Better yet, I know. I love the game, family. The takeover's already been took, man. And I got all my brothers and sisters with me, man. Amen. Hallelujah. We separating from everybody else, fam. We standing in our business, man. And remember, y'all, we beautiful people. We beautiful people. Our family's beautiful. You know what I mean? I wish health and wealth to everybody. I want you guys to all stay safe. And just know, I don't give a damn. Whatever happens, fam, in your life, okay? Listen. You're having a good day, you're having a bad day, you're having something in between. You always got a brother in me. It don't matter. I'm always available. Always tap in with me, family, because FBA makes the world go round. I told y'all we priceless, family. Okay, the best things in life are free, and we are priceless. So you always got a brother in me. I really want what's best for y'all. I want y'all all to make millions of dollars. I want y'all to all have happiness and prosperity. I want your family to do good. I want all of you guys to win, and I mean that. Okay, I want you guys to win on everything I love. I'll take less so y'all can have more. You understand? If somebody came to me right now and said, hey, Black, you know what I'm saying? You can take less for these people to succeed. I said, you ain't got to give me nothing. I'll sit back. F less. I'll take nothing to watch you guys shine. However, being a foundational Black American, we all eat at the same damn time anyway. So it's all good. You feel me? I feel you. Always got a brother in me. Always got a certified in me. Anything you ever need, man, hit me up. I promise you, I'll be right back to you. I promise you guys that we a family. And I promise y'all we got something special going that nobody else has, family. Nobody else has what we have. So all my day ones, all my new riders, everybody, welcome to the Certified Foundational Black American family. You know I love y'all all with a passion. Y'all know I'll do anything for y'all. I will DIE for y'all, family. Trust me when I tell you that. And I mean that on everything of my soul. These other MFers ain't going to say that, family, but I'm going to say that because this is how deep and how passionate I feel about my brothers and sisters. I want all of my beautiful young foundational Black American queens to succeed, all my beautiful foundational Black American kings. I want the elders. I want everybody. And let's just continue to love on each other. Let's continue to ride for each other, family. Let's check anybody who comes in here with the negative energies and negative vibes. And I'm telling you right now, y'all, we do all of that right there. We can do that without even breaking a sweat because foundational Black Americans, we are the best of all time. And let me tell y'all, If they didn't like FBA before, they're going to be really mad because we only getting better, y'all. We only getting better with age. Remember that, fam. So I send you nothing but love from the bottom of my FBA soul. I love all of you guys, every last one of y'all. I ain't skipping not near one of y'all, family. I mean it from the bottom of my heart. I love every single one of my Black American brothers and sisters, and we are the greatest, and we're going to continue to stay in our lane. What lane is that, Black Alpha? That is the lane of the certifieds, and if you certified, you certified all the time. FBA all day. Certified salute. Y'all stay good. Y'all stay safe. Y'all stay vigilant. From your brother Black Alpha Network, always remember, no matter where you go, no matter where you at, no matter what you do, that black is beautiful, and beautiful is always black. Peace and love. Peace and love. Peace and love. Y'all stay safe. Y'all stay good, family. Always. Free Huey.
Black Alpha Network. Home of Black excellence. Power to the people.